Testing, testing. Check, check, check. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the 2024 NBA Draft coverage here at Hoops Profile, man. The day is finally here. Really excited, man, to get people in here and to get watching. Got to get signed into our playback channel so we can actually see what's going on. I'm trying not to spoil any picks here. But it's going to be wild, man. I've predicted the entire time it's going to be like the Wild Wild West. Nobody's going to know exactly what's going to happen, who's going to go where. We've already had multiple trades today in the NBA. It's all happening. That's way too loud, by the way. My bad. Entirely too loud, that sound effect. We're going to have to lower that volume on those sound effects. Definitely the Wild Wild West out there. Let me get on here with the playback so we can actually watch the draft. That's not the right screen. There we go. Oh, we're about to get into it. We're about to get into it, man. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Let me know in your thoughts down below on the trades that just occurred. Denny Abdia been traded. Nick Claxton signed a 4-year, $100 million contract to return to the Brooklyn Nets. There's a lot going on today, man. It's going to be crazy. Appreciate you hanging out with me. No place I'd rather be than right here with you watching and all this unfold live. Do have some business I had to take care of before we stream, but I forgot. But I'm going to do that now. Should be fine. Never too late to get everything set up the way it needs to be. There it is. We are going to be giving away gifted memberships throughout this live stream as well. I'll be shouting out our channel members once we start getting a little bit more of an audience here. Just give me 2 seconds to do a little bit more admin work. I need to push out some of these social media channels. Let me put a poll question up there, too. let you guys do a little behind the scenes directing here live on the stream. That is a W comment from Jamal in the chat. I still didn't push any of this stuff out to my social media channels. I got to get that going. I got to be more on top of things. I got to be a professional streamer. Whatever that means, right? I'm just here to have a good time, man. I'm excited, man. It's going to be great. The draft doesn't start until 8 p.m. apparently. We can go through some of the names. I can take some of your questions while we're waiting. Let's see. Anyone? Let's see what your question is. As a Wizards fan, you're fine with the Demi Aldia trade. Front office didn't draft him, so it makes sense. What would you think of the night if you guys got Sarr, Holland, AJ Mitchell, and Collier? Ooh. Sarr makes you better. Holland is a great project that makes you better. Collier makes you better. I'm not really a big fan of AJ Mitchell. I would definitely go Sarr, Holland, Collier if you could. Now, the one thing I really like about Sarr is that he can hit the three ball. I mean, he could go number one. I don't know if he is because of Atlanta wanting to potentially trade out of the pick to get Kling. But I love Sarr's game, man. He is just enormous. He can shoot the rock. He can slide his feet, get down in a defensive posture. He can block shots. He can rebound. He's a little stiff-hipped. He doesn't change directions as well as you would like for a big if he's going to be a switchable big, but he can make it work, I think. I think he's talented enough to do that. Smokescreen stuff has me scared. This reminds me of the year Paulo with Jabari talks going number one. Magic didn't work Paulo either. Yeah, I hear you, man. There's a lot of smokescreen stuff going on in this draft. I just lost my voice all of a sudden. Give me 2 seconds to hydrate. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke screen stuff going on in this draft. And that's why I said it's going to be the wild, wild west out there. You know what I mean? It is definitely going to be the wild, wild west. In fact, we have a sounder for it. Anytime something crazy happens in the draft, we're going to play it. We even have Cartman singing Wild Wild West. I'm glad you love it, Jamal. I'm glad you love it. I'm here to entertain, here to have some fun. Really, really excited for the draft. Now, I know this is a national audience channel. Am I on playback with this as well? So, Jamal, I'm going to be on playback with the 5 Reasons Sports guys out of Miami. I'm a collaborator with their channel, so I'm going to be on their playback for it. But what I'm going to do is focus on you guys until the Miami Heat pick is near, and then I'm going to focus on talking with the 5 Reasons people. But you will be able to watch it on that playback channel. I'm not doing it for my playback channel just yet. We don't have enough people. I'll give you an idea. Hold on 1 second here. There we go. Let me go to my room. We only have 15 members on our playback channel at the moment. Oh, you the man. Okay, so I'll see you over at the 5 Reasons one. I really appreciate that. Oh, sick. That's sick. That's awesome. Big support, man. Big support, Jamal. I really appreciate it. Once we get more members, we're going to definitely start doing more playback stuff directly on my playback channel as well. But you know how it goes. We got to grow this thing. I got to make partnerships with people. Big plans for next season, too. I want to do more collaborations with more teams and more of your favorite podcasters for your specific teams, so I can try to expand our reach and let people find us outside of the Miami area as well. So we are going to do that more. It's just going to take a little bit of time, you know? That's exactly it, man. My grandpap used to tell me, don't look at the pile, just keep shoveling. That's it. You just keep working, and eventually we're going to get there. Oh, I love the UK, man. I'm a big fan of the UK. Love the culture in terms of the people. I've met some amazing people from the UK. So that's awesome, Jamal. Really glad to hear from you. Really glad to see love from the UK. Some of my favorite YouTubers are from the UK as well. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if they're going to get this started over here on playback for the 5 Reasons crew. Have I heard of Quinn Ellis? Sounds familiar, but no, I have not. Eternal's jamming already. Give me 1 second. I've heard the name, but I haven't scouted them, Jamal. I haven't. I mean, Eternal is turning all the way up already.
Hey, we've been waiting 2 fucking months for this shit. God damn.
He's turned up already, man. That's hilarious.
Look, we about to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Ooh-wee.
It's that time.
Woo.
2024.
Woo.
NBA draft coverage.
Hey, listen.
12 minutes till the actual draft begins, Eternal. How are you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm excited. You know, I'm really just excited because it's a new season.
Yeah.
Right. You know, it's a new beginning. So, you know, I'm excited to see what moves are made. I mean, we've already seen some moves made today. So the landscape of the NBA is already going to look a little bit different, a lot different.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm super excited about that. I feel like a lot of teams have to make changes. So it's going to be some blockbuster trades, right? Like you're going to see some guys in some different places. There can be some calmness, some rested hearts and minds and spirits. Bam is locked up for 5 years now. Jimmy, according to Windhorst, he ain't going no damn where. He wants to stay in Miami with or without an extension. So your 2 main pieces of the franchise are settled. So that just means everything else is open.
Yeah, you love this.
Everything else.
Yeah, you love to see it, man. I'm pumped, dude. I'm excited. I am nuclear level excited today. I even have a sound effect for all the crazy trades because I told y'all on playback.
Okay. All right. Hey,
it's gonna be the Wild Wild West out here.
Right. So what sound effect do you have for Zach Eaton?
Say it. No, go. Hey, wait, hold on. Say it with me, folks. Zachy.
Oh my God! No,
Hey!
no, no!
Yeah! Yeah.
I thought
Come on,
my
man.
jokes were bad, and I thought my jokes were bad.
Zachy.
Hey, listen, we got 76
Ugh.
of you beautiful, wonderful people in here, but it's not enough. It's not enough. We need more of you in here, so make sure you let everybody know that we're here, that we live on playback. You know it's always gonna be a good time here, man. Right? So why not have more people to join in on the fun, especially because it's the thing that you love the most. You can't get any more transaction than today, than this period of time that we are in right now. It's the fucking draft. Look at those young men on stage, ready to change your life, make your life better, ruin your life. You're gonna get something tonight. You're gonna get something
Change your
tonight.
life, ruin your life. Wait,
You're gonna
I
get
mean,
something.
you're selling me hard on it. I gotta watch now. They're gonna ruin my life.
Listen. Hey, listen. Right now, okay, make sure you listen. You tweet out the damn link. You say, hey, we're here. We're on playback. You download the app. You send it to your mother, your grandmother, somebody. You send it to somebody. You let them know that we're
This
here.
can't be good. Oh, jeez.
You let them know that we're here.
Jimmy's not signing the extension with anybody.
What?
I mean, he can get more next offseason, but
Yeah, for sure. Pat even hinted at that in his press conference that it doesn't necessarily have to be this season. So I mean, if it's amicable, they're both agreeing to it, then you know, maybe it works out. You'll definitely get a motivated Jimmy.
yeah. He's really betting on himself, so
Definitely is.
ooh-wee.
Definitely
Hey.
is.
You guys got you got your wish. You didn't want to pay Jimmy, so you don't
Wait,
have to pay Jimmy.
who are you? Who are we
No, I'm saying,
specifically
I'm
talking
saying
to?
for the people. No,
The
people out
peoples.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't want to pay Jimmy, so you don't have to pay him. So Jimmy has to earn a new paycheck.
Yeah, let's not
So-
pay the guy that dragged you to 2 NBA finals. You know,
Listen, he's
How
gonna,
we feeling out
he's
there,
gonna
chat?
play out of his mind, or you're gonna get what you got this season. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I do think you're gonna get a very motivated Jimmy, but at least you know one thing: Jimmy is not going to ask for a trade. We've already heard from Windhorst whether he got an extension or not. He's not going to ask for a trade. He wants to be in Miami. So
If he wants to be in Miami, he would sign the extension.
they didn't offer him one clearly.
it's a
It's
great
saying-
way
the
for
reporting
him
says
to
he's
spin
not
it.
signing one. It doesn't mean he wasn't offered one.
But it's a great way for him to spin it. I'm not signing it with anybody if he wasn't offered one.
Again, he gets more than what he's doing. But if he wanted it, if he wanted to sign, he would sign.
I'm just waiting for
they-
one of those practices where he comes out and says "F you, pay me" to Mickey Harrison and Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra.
Well, I don't. That's the thing is, and we got Brian Fonseca. We have a very special guest who's not a guest but is a guest because he's never on here. He's a very important person. Brian Fonseca is saying if he wants a big deal, he does this. So I mean, it makes sense.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the stream. We are just hanging out with the 5 Reasons Sports guys. If you want to talk your team, let me know. If you have questions, concerns, players, we are just waiting for the actual draft to start. It's going to be crazy. Crazy trades are going to be happening all day today. I guarantee it. There's going to be crazy moves that are happening. We got a special sound effect for it. Because it's the wild, wild west out there today on the NBA draft day, man. I'm super duper excited for it. Can't wait. We're giving away gifted memberships today as well. So make sure you stick around for those.
Right. It's nice to meet you, Dang. Baby, that's Cuban. That's what's good. Donut Dad, all y'all, what's up? Spinks, what's up? Oh, we got 100 of y'all in
What's
here.
up? What's
Damn.
up? What's up? Everybody's in here.
Damn.
Everybody.
Damn. Damn. Make that shit go up some more. Let's go. Keep increasing.
He said, "Run it up, run it up, run it up."
Yeah, let's get to 305. We gotta get to 305 for the city. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Adrian? So look, do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Make sure you let everybody know we on playback. Because if you do, and we get to 3,000.
What's up out there? What up? What up? What up? I cannot wait, man. We're only 5 minutes away. You know what I should have did in retrospect? I should have had a counter on the screen of how far we are away from the actual NBA draft. It is going to be electric. I am super duper excited to be here. Can't wait to see this madness. Cannot wait. Let me see if I can get our link out here, push this out to the world. I keep putting it off, trying to do too many things at one time. Oh, they're zooming. They're doing the panoramic zoom around the floor with all the players. Ronald Holland is wearing an atomic symbol made out of platinum, it looks like, around his neck.
But I guess you may be able to get something back if you trade him if you're Washington now. Or not now, but in the coming weeks, I guess. So, I mean, it's a little bit weird in that. That is not Dalton Connect, by the way. But, yeah, I don't love it for Portland the more I think about it. I wonder what this does for Jeremy Grant. Because it's like, now you bring in Denny, who I think is on expiring, or at least his rookie contract's close to ending. Does that mean Jeremy Grant's going to be on the way out? And have fucking fun finding a trade partner for him, because that contract is ooh-wee. So, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, ripple effects to that, or some ripple effects to that I'm just curious about.
Well, we do know that the Mavericks are very interested in, Jeremy Grant. So, I mean, that's not.
I don't know, but did you guys notice Ronald Holland's necklace?
I mean, that's a potential trade partner is the Mavericks. Trying to think who else would make sense for Jeremy Grant.
I don't know, but did you guys see
There's
Ronald
Alex
Holland's
Carr.
necklace?
I was not paying attention.
It was like a platinum-studded atomic symbol, like an atomic atom. Very rare you see an atomic atom hanging from someone's necklace.
So somebody explain to me, like I'm 5, why Houston would draft Reed Shepherd.
That's
Why
what I
does
was
it
trying to
make
say, because they have a lot of guards, but he's actually
He's an unbelievable shooter.
exactly
Like,
52%.
one of the best shooters that any class has had over the last 5 to 10 years. And they need playmaking, and he's a really good playmaker.
They got a mean.
Well, yes, they have him in, but like you can give the keys to him in with, I think him and Reed is your long-term backcourt. You can get off of Fred's contract probably after next season because it's going to be an expiring contract. But I think, like, in theory, yes, a Reed, Fred VanVleet backcourt is small. Not to say they're playing start both next to one another, but like Reed is, and he's also, I mean, he's going to get picked on a little bit defensively, but he's competitive in that area. Like he averaged nearly a block a game, and he's 6'2". And like you can just tell, like he has like a good competitive nature to him.
He averaged like 3 steals a game too.
Yeah, and so like he's not the lengthiest guy in the world. It's not like he's 6'2" with like a 6'9" wingspan or some shit like that.
Right.
He has like a +1, +2 wingspan, so some along that nature. But like he is such a, like eternal. There's not a spot on the floor where he doesn't drain literally everything.
And he's got excellent vision too. He starts
Yeah.
your fast break for you, runs your fast break well. He's just an all-around excellent player. Now, I do question, again, like, the Fred VanVleet stuff, because Fred VanVleet is legitimate, like, former NBA champion point guard. So, I mean, is he going to be your backup for a year and then you move on from VanVleet after that? Like, you'd have to have a plan for what you're going to do with that guard situation.
Okay, I feel like we need to clear something up for some people because I can see some people getting confused.
Yep.
Matt, I need you to do me. Oh, there's Greg. Greg, you came at the right fucking time. As soon as we get Greg on stage.
It just, it's the way his checking and my savings work. It takes 3 business days. Okay, he's on stage.
All right. Greg, how you doing, first and foremost?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can hear
No?
you.
Yes.
A little delayed, but can you hear us? Are we moving together in sync, in unison?
The numbers are moving in sync in unison. The counter just keeps going up.
All right. So here's what we know. If I can find the tweet from Windhorse earlier, the report from Windhorse earlier that was on TV was that whether Jimmy signed the extension or not, he wanted to be in Miami, and he was going to play in Miami this season. He wasn't looking to be anywhere else. He's happy in Miami, is what the report from Windhorse this morning was. The Shams report said that Jimmy is not signing an extension, whether with Miami or any other team, right? And he is betting on himself. Let's scroll back up here to this Brady tweet. Brady from Shams says Jimmy Butler is absolutely determined to have a big season next year and set himself up for a major payday in the 2025 free agency. So as you are putting your thoughts together, whether that's to panic, to be hopeful, pessimistic, or whatever, make sure you digest the facts before you do any of that. Jimmy is happy to be in Miami, doesn't want to leave Miami. Is what Windhorse said earlier, right? Shams is telling you that he wants to bet on himself, have a big season and get paid in a major way next season. Considering what OG just got paid, I don't blame Jimmy.
He would get the same money though. That's the issue. The reason why he's saying that is because Miami didn't offer him an extension. That's the issue here.
That's what I thought. That's
He
what
wouldn't come out and say, I'm not signing an extension with Miami or anyone else. I'm just going to...
That's what I thought he was talking about too, guys. I thought Jimmy didn't sign because the Miami didn't offer him the extension, so it makes you look better. You know what I mean? It makes you look better by saying, well, I wasn't signing with anybody. It's not that they didn't give me one. I just wasn't signing with anybody. We are minutes away now before they start calling those names and selecting those picks. The number 1 pick in the 2024 NBA draft. Let's get the poll question. All right, let me make sure I spelled Rise of Share right. Reese's share. There it is. I was missing an A. There's the poll. The poll question is up. Who is going to be the number 1 pick? Who will it be?
Boston Celtic.
Yeah, fuck the Celtics.
I just unmuted the stream to come back to Eternal, just throwing the Celtics directly under the bus. Oh man, here we go. We have people on the stage. We have Adam Silver. Let the games begin.
From Buckhead to Bankhead, Atlanta's on alert for a place where parties.
Wow, they picked Zach. Wow, he goes number 1. Zach came on really strong in Euro, guys. I mean, he came on extremely strong.
His name.
Reese Shea.
Yes. What Matt said.
That's been the number 1. That's been like the consensus guy around the league, even though no one actually has him number 1 on their consensus board. He's been the consensus top guy like for the last week or so.
He had an outstanding end to the EuroLeague season. I mean, he had an outstanding end to the season.
Would you take a guy though with that limited like ball skills, number 1?
I don't think his ball skills are necessarily as bad as people are making him out to be.
It's not good though.
I mean, it's not great. The kid's also really like young. He's, 18 years old.
I mean, maybe it's Atlanta. They need wings, and they need like solid team defenders.
Gives
But
you shooting too.
I don't. Well, right. But I'm just saying, like from like a need perspective, like maybe they're willing, considering they jumped up 10 spots in the lottery, they're willing to roll the dice a little bit. But like, I would go with the guy that I know what I'm getting, and I don't really know what I'm getting out of Salon, or not Salon, from Reese Shea. I saw Salon's name on the screen. From Reese Shea, like you're really banking on his development as a shot creator. I mean, he's not even like he's an okay connector, but like he's really just a 3-and-D guy. And I mean, like obviously the league is trending toward like, yeah, you need 3-and-D guys, but I don't know if I would do it number 1 with how limited he is on the ball. I don't know. Just my perspective. I would take him like 5 through 10 for sure. Like, but I don't know if I would take him with the number 1 overall pick. But the Hawks are in a unique spot to some extent.
Yeah, I think that we're underselling what he's going to be able to do on the ball eventually. Not year 1, but like projecting out. Because I think he moves really well in the open floor. He's quick, man. I don't think people understand that he can change directions. It's just he doesn't have a bag yet. And is that something he can develop? Do you trust the Atlanta Hawks to develop that? That's the question. I think if he landed in a spot where they have a good development program, I think he could absolutely be a much improved ball handler within the first 2 years. But that's going to be the big question.
Yeah.
So are we tipping picks on this playback or not?
No.
I'm not. I have Chad off.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Oh, I don't have a chat out because I want to, interact with them. So we're at 151, and we need to get to 200. So get us to 200. Let everybody know that we here. We live on playback. Send the link out.
Playback's the way to go, man. My YouTube channel, to be honest with you, is going up and down because they can't see the draft. It's just a screen of a basketball. So definitely push it out to playback.
Matt, who do you think is the pick?
Reese Shea.
Adele?
If they don't trade it, it's going to be Reese Shea. If they trade it, I think it ends up being Kling, who they're trading back for. But probably Reese Shea.
I honestly think the top three is Reese Shea, Klingon, or Reese Shea, Star, and then Shepard.
Yes, I
That's my
agree with
top.
that. I agree with that. Now, Castle's my number one pick in the draft. If it was me, I'd be taking Castle number one. But
And
it's
you would trade Trey and DeJounte?
would I trade them both? Yeah, I think it's just time for a reset. To be honest with you, I think they've reached their ceiling. I don't think they're gonna ever get you a championship.
Mm-hmm. And now's a good time to trade one of them.
Jonathan, you're gonna spoil it for me. Okay, I see you, man. You can spoil it for me. It's fine. I appreciate you for stopping by and listening and watching. Really do appreciate it.
What if Houston wants to trade back?
Well, Memphis absolutely wants to trade up. So I mean, I don't think it's just Memphis though. I think it was some other teams that also are very interested in Donovan Klingon. Maybe the Thunder trade up for Klingon. All right.
Just
The pick
don't
is in.
trade up Miami.
I
My
think
only ask.
Memphis is taking Zach Edey, so I don't think you have anything to worry about, Eternal.
Who is going to be the first pick? We're about to find out.
And there you have it, folks. It is Zach Rise a Share. Rise a Shea? Rise a Share. I don't know, but it is confirmed. They have done it. They have picked the young guard from France. You guys know I've been struggling with that name the entire draft season. I'm ashamed of myself.
Say goodbye.
I am absolutely ashamed of myself.
You blew it!
All right. Next up on the clock are the Washington Wizards. Any Washington Wizards watching out there, fans? Who you want?
How do you like this pick for Atlanta?
I was muted. Who are we asking? I apologize.
Yeah, anybody can jump in.
I mean, like I said, I like it for the fact that they're resetting. They've reached their ceiling with Trey, and I think DeJounte Murray is going to be gone. I think he's an excellent piece to build around. He brings shooting, he brings athleticism and youth. I like the kid, man. I don't understand the hate the kid gets. I know, like you said, he's a little bit limited in his handle, but he's a smart player. He'll back cut you. He has a nice feel for the game. I like him.
What is his upside, Matt? What do you think his ceiling is?
Did Kevin O'Connor? I mean, honestly, I'm terrible with player comparisons. Didn't Kevin O'Connor say he had like shades of Harrison Barnes?
And he just went number one?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Again, I don't know how accurate that is, and like, it's not like Harrison Barnes is like a bad player.
So like this whole
it's
draft
not,
is
it's not something that I would do with the number one pick. If I was Atlanta, I would probably pick Cleveland. Because it's like, I know what I'm getting from Cleveland. And I can trade Capella, who's on an expiring contract.
he shot 39% from three.
He can shoot,
Yeah.
man. He can shoot.
He did have an inconsistent like previous 3 years though, but he was very good last year, especially to Adel's point. Like to end last year, he was really good.
Yeah, he finished phenomenally strong at the end of the season. I mean, he was taking it to the rack, as you saw there. He was starting to get into the lane a lot more, finish above the rim with putting pressure on the rim. He started really coming into his own. Harrison Barnes, this is why I don't like player comps, right? Like,
I'm so bad with player comps, but
Harrison
that one
Barnes
didn't-
was like a limited athlete from the beginning. Like he could jump a little bit, but he was never like super twitchy or super bouncy. He's never like that. So I don't know. I don't quite like the comparison for Harrison Barnes. But most player comps are bad, so don't feel bad about that, Matt.
I'm so bad with them. You ask me like what the ceiling of a guy is. I'm just awful with it.
You just got to answer him like Michael Jordan said. The ceiling is the roof.
I thought my jokes were bad.
All right, when are we getting Zach Edey picked?
Oh, come on, man. Don't say stuff like that.
All right, so look. Let's do this. For all y'all in the chat, for all y'all that's on Twitter that's joining us, let us know who you think the most shocking pick of this draft will be, and to what team.
And I'm saying this just like because I just saw someone linking to it. Sam Vecini linked Terrence Shannon to Chicago at 11.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. That'd be
Well, he was saying,
spectacular.
I think he said in the context, like, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the pick.
I can see
So
Joe
immediately
Cronin
that
pulling the
kind of-
trigger on that.
I was like, is Terrence Shannon going to get picked in the lottery now that he's found not guilty? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a shocker in the top, like, 8 that we just don't expect.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
Zach Edey.
Oh, don't say that. Well, say it as long as it ain't at 15.
No. In the top like 10. Shocker. Zach
you
Edey.
Greg, did you just do some checking in with some contacts? I saw you tweet.
Yeah, I was catching up. I'm trying to feed multiple platforms at once. I'll be doing that all throughout the night. I'll try to stay on camera. I see in the chat it says, who do you want? Ideally, I would figure out a way to get Devin Carter. I like him that much, but I think at 15, it's gonna come down to if Tristan Da Silva's there. I'll be surprised if they don't take him, even though they didn't work him out, as far as I know, because it just makes so much sense for what they need if Caleb Martin is out the door. From a guard perspective, I heard Isaiah Collier killed his workout, so let's watch for him.
Who else? So it sounded like you started to hear some more people, hear some names of guys that killed their Miami Heat workout.
Just two.
Specifically? Just two?
Three, excuse me. Kashad Johnson, Tyler Kolek, and Isaiah Collier.
No word on how Misi's workout went. We saw a picture.
No, and I'll even clarify to get a little closer to it for y'all. I did not hear how the workouts went from the Heat.
Copy that. All right, so Alex Sarr with the number 2 pick. This is all going so far pretty much to plan. None of this is unexpected. You got your big man to go with the, Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole and Bilal Koulibaly. Look at Devin Carter with the swag, though.
It's going to be interesting.
Family, and Alex told me
It's
that
going
he
to
was
be very, very interesting.
You see Devin Carter's outfit?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's got a little swag going on.
I think Devin Carter is going to San Antonio.
Oh, Devin Carter, Stephon Castle. Ooh, I mean, if Stephon Castle's the fourth.
I mean, that would be a
That'd be-
nasty backcourt. Holy crap.
That's such a gross defensive backcourt.
Oh, we are getting very fucking close to 200 of you guys joining us. It's 171 of y'all in here. Let's keep going up. Let's keep going up. So make sure you let everybody know we're here and live on playback as we get closer to the Miami Heat pick. Don't be surprised. This is just my gut. Don't be surprised if Tyler ends up in the Utah jersey.
Don't
be
trade
fun.
up, Miami. Don't do it. Don't beat them.
They don't have
No
to trade
reason
up.
to trade.
If the report is Utah may be trying to get out of the draft. So if they're trying to get out of the draft, and it doesn't cost you your 15th pick, Matt.
I just don't see that being a reality.
Greg, if you had to put a number on it, percentage that Tyler Hero is back next season.
I'm gonna say 35% chance. 20 is good though too, Eddie Mon. I'm with you there. 14, that's good. Brian got it.
I agree with Brian. I don't really think Tyler is back next season. Like, just
No, I don't think.
one, they can't afford for him to be back. Two, I don't think you can't say, Greg, well, we want to see what he does in the playoffs. You saw. There's nothing that they can say internally. Fuck what everybody else think outside of the organization. But there's nothing internally they can say to justify Tyler being back next season.
I'm with you.
Run it back, baby.
You are a sick individual.
Matt
I
wants him
really
to run it
don't-
back
That-
and draft Zach Edey at the same time. That's what he wants.
Speaking my language.
Greg, listen, we got a lot of people here. So let's tease them a little bit. Let's give them a little something. If you got it, we're never liars up here. We don't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
have you heard-
listen, be subscribed to Off the Floor, and you'll know everything that I know because I put it out there. Even things that I'm just thinking about or speculating about, I try to be careful with what I say. So far tonight, I don't know who the Heat's going to draft. Like, I had a read on Hawkes.
All right, we are still trying to figure out the best platform and best way to present this draft to you without being copyrighted striked. So I'm going to continue to try to do that, and as we discuss each pick as it comes in, I can't show you the draft here on YouTube, but you can join our playback session and we can talk about it right here in the YouTube chat. But I understand that it isn't the optimal format to actually view the draft, but we will discuss every single pick.
And they may not have a lot of other options. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the other part of this to really improve. So maybe they look at a Trae Young scenario.
What do you do with Rozier if Trae Young is the guy?
Either six man or you are shaking the deck so much that he could go elsewhere too.
Wow.
And then then it becomes a little fan fiction to project that far out on what they're going to do. So I hesitate to do much of that, but it would require multiple moves.
All right, Houston. What are we doing?
Bobby Marks is a really good follow if you want to know what the hell is over the CDA, the market, anything like that. Like,
The
you'll
pick
get
is
very
in.
educated following Bobby.
Unfortunately, he wasn't a good.
The
general
pick is in.
manager. Or at least assistant general manager.
Tell me how you're
Was
feeling
Sean
out
Marks
there.
when he was there? Or was that the regime before?
Reed Shepard is the pick.
So they didn't trade the pick.
Nope, Reed Shepard is the pick. Yeah, it has to be Reed Shepard though. There is no thought to
Yeah.
grab anyone else
Wow.
at this point. Yeah, it's got to be him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean, Klingon, Adams, and Şengün together would be so weird.
Oh, for sure. For sure. You'd have to move one of the guys. One of those guys.
And they just got Adams.
Right. So this makes all the sense in the world.
If they acquired Klingon and tried to move off of Adams, you may have to attach an asset because there's probably some injury concerns there.
Yeah, for sure. He's such a good shooter, though, man. He does a lot for your team. He
Unreal shooter.
Unreal, yeah, unreal.
Literally everywhere.
And he's a better athlete. He tested way better than I thought he was going to test as an athlete.
I'm so interested into what Houston is doing because they could have went in a youth movement last year, right? But they signed Dylan Brooks. They signed Fred VanVleet.
I think he's like the de facto backup for VanVleet because they don't really have anyone. I mean, Amen, sure, but like outside of him.
I love Van Fleet's game, man. I think they could get an asset for him if they moved him.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can, the benefit. I mean, yeah, he's making 40 mil plus per year, but like the benefit of signing him to a 3-year deal as opposed to like you can get off that contract in 2 years.
Yeah, that contract is ridiculous though.
Yeah, but it's an expiring. Like it's not. He's still not he's not a negative asset or anything like that.
Maybe this is actually the Heat's pick because Jimmy's going to get traded to Houston. I'm joking.
I like how you rile the masses up there, Greg.
Aggregate it.
All right, so we are not shocked. It hasn't been the Wild Wild West we thought it would be at the top of the draft. Does that mean Stephon Castle goes number 4 to the San Antonio Spurs?
Gotta be, right? Gotta be.
I think it's a steal for whoever gets him. What were you saying, Matt?
What if the Spurs went with Donovan Clingan?
I mean, that would just be such an insane front line. Like, I mean, just insane twin tower of a front line.
They just have Wemby space the floor offensively.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, let me tell you something. It was already difficult. We saw it already last season, just how difficult it was for teams to go inside with the threat of Wemby guarding the paint. And not just guarding the paint, perimeter to the paint, paint to the perimeter. He was everywhere. You add Donovan Clingan to that front line. Good fucking luck, fam.
Yeah, you're just shooting threes.
Luck.
All you're doing, you're shooting threes all game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck. But another thing that is very difficult, if they pick Stephon Castle, like that point of attack defense.
Oh,
like
yeah.
It's just.
He's such a Popovich player.
Steph Castle?
Stephon Castle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's such a Popovich player.
How do I turn this chat off? They are spoiling things for me. There we go. Close chat.
I'm ignoring it.
It's hard to do that. I want to interact.
Monica must have heels.
I mean,
on.
you guys do your thing, interacting. I'm just closing it. They're spoiling. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I think they go with Castle.
You know, he had the highest 3-point field goal percentage in college since Glenn Rice.
Reed Shepard, you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. At 52%.
Insane.
Yeah, it's crazy percentage. Video game numbers. Is he going to be another Jimmer Fredette? No.
That was a ball.
So,
I would hit that.
How tall is Reed?
6'3". With a 6'3" wingspan.
Oh, Miami fans would have loved that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the pick is in.
Pick is in. The pick is in. Is it going to be Steph Castle? Is it going to be Donovan Clingan?
My phone just went off, and I'm afraid to check it.
Oh, no.
I got Zach Edey calling me on the line.
Zach, that's right. That's right. You're a spokesman. That's right.
Yeah, spokesman, PR person, agent,
Development coach.
Yeah, development coach. I'm all that shit. Zach Edey. Should I be that lame person that does like Zach Edey news on Twitter? Has someone done that already?
I don't know. That's a great question. Maybe you can be the
I
Zach
can
Edey
start with
muse.
that.
Yeah. It's a very marketable thing to do, I hear, these days.
Eddie, we going streaking through the quad to the gymnasium if we get Carter.
Devin Carter in Miami. Holy shit.
Oh, man. City would love it.
Oh my god.
City would be up for days, weeks, months.
I like Devin Carter. I'm not as high on him as everybody is. I feel like he's gonna be a very, very good role player. Like a very, very good role player. But if I'm taking you, like I would like for you to be my lead guard. And I don't know if he can be your lead guard. I feel like he could be a Derek White type player for you.
So this is
That's
my.
what Terry was doing.
So I have my concerns about him as well. I agree with you, Eternal, but I just think for this draft and the skill set that he brings, if he can fix his shooting, I think you've got something real there, right? Tangible that can help you. Because he's such a nightmare defensively and on the glass. But he, scoring the majority of his points in the paint at 6'2", it's a very difficult proposition to translate to the NBA game. So I agree with you.
Hey man, I love this pick for the Spurs.
It's a nightmare.
I love the hell out of it.
It's a nightmares for the league.
Ooh.
Man. Nightmares.
Man.
That suit is cold too, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's cold.
That suit
But
is
also,
cold.
too, they have the 8th pick, Greg. So if Klingon falls, like she could get ugly some more. What's up, Brady?
He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna get to 8 because some team's gonna trade up if he falls past like Detroit or Charlotte.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What up?
What's up?
Brady, how have you felt about the draft so far?
I mean, I don't think there's been any crazy surprises. I don't think anything's happened except all of the key guys that we talked about are still on the board. Somebody is going to drop, and there's probably going to be multiple people that are going to drop. So I just feel like, I don't know if this is the year. I feel like this is the year where Miami doesn't overthink things. Like, it's just take the most talented guy in this type of draft.
How are you guys feeling out there? How do you think the draft is going so far? So far, it's been pretty chalk. I thought it was going to be the wild, wild west out there. And honestly, it's been pretty tame. It hasn't been this. Hasn't been that at all. It's been very mild. It's just been super duper mild. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. What are you thinking? Are the Spurs going to be a nightmare to handle?
Was around, but I think it will.
Detroit has to take
Did
Dalton.
you guys make anything of when that report came out that like the Heat are eyeing down a guard?
No.
I think it's misdirection.
Of course you do.
I'm unbiasedly saying I think that, Greg.
If they don't take a big, you're going to be upset. Just say it.
I'm not.
It just felt so random because everybody knows that the Heat are not leaking, especially on a day like this. That's not just getting out there hours before. So it's like, what is the reason? Like, why is that coming out? Like, it's like, I said the only reason could be that they know that teams know that doesn't get out, so they think that it's a smoke screen, but they really are taking a guard. So it's like a smoke screen to the smoke screen. It's my hot take.
Your hot take reminds me of the coach off of The Water Boy. He's like, we fake left, we fake right. We fake like we're faking. I don't know where I am.
That's what you have to do.
You've never seen the Waterboy, Brady?
I've seen the Waterboy.
Well,
Don't age me.
Adele.
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Wow. One of
Tropic,
the
baby.
one of the few movies Brady has seen.
Oh, he just popped in to say it. Wow.
What's up, guys?
I think. What's up, Alex?
What's
We
going on?
are two away from 200. Two of them things.
I think Connect goes to Detroit. I think he makes a great fit for the Detroit Pistons. Dalton Connect.
Yo, that would be crazy.
I saw a
They need
report
it.
today. I forgot where it was from, but saying that Dalton could go anywhere between, I think he said 5 and 9, except Detroit. I don't know why, because I agree with you. I
Except
think he would be a
Detroit.
nice fit. Seems like he'll be a really nice fit with them, but I read that something today.
Wow.
Time out. Detroit don't have a head coach right now?
No. They fired Monty Williams. Didn't you catch that, or do you not?
No, I know that. I didn't know they didn't hire.
So just the GM is making the picks. The coach is going to have no say so.
Did Woj spoil that they're taking Klingon?
Yeah. No, he just spoiled who they're taking now by tweeting.
Yeah, and people in the
Yeah,
chat.
well,
Can we stop spoiling in the chat, please?
I'm not looking at you. Got just close the chat.
Man, the idea is to be on here interacting with everybody. So we're trying. We're trying.
They
I wonder
got
if
Donovan
I-
Klingon with all the fucking centers that they have?
That means somebody's going to be moved, right?
Yeah.
Like they just. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Like, I mean, obviously, I think Jalen's still there, but
Now, I
Isaiah
will say
Stewart's
this.
out.
Apparently, Memphis is very interested in Jalen Duran if they don't trade Klingon. Because we have
I don't
seen in
think they're
drafts.
trading either.
We have seen in drafts before teams take a player and then trade them in the same draft. We saw it in the Luka Trae Young draft.
What?
I'm just confused. Like, so like on this like pregame show before the pick is made, is Woj also leaking the pick?
He just did. I think he inadvertently did, but because he hasn't been doing it for all the other picks, but he did it for the fourth pick.
There's legit no reason to watch the draft if they're also leaking the pick before the pick on
Right,
on the
right.
panel.
Seems like a conflict of interest to the sponsors.
So I think guys, Playback just reached out to me and let me know that we live, so we should be linked up with everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, just usually
Whoa,
Twitter
whoa,
is early.
that's
Whoa!
Ronald Holland.
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm envious of you guys right now.
No,
I wish I had that surprise factor.
for real.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
wild.
high.
Oh. that's
But so they got
crazy.
Cade, they got Ivy, and now Holland,
Thompson.
They
Thompson,
got athletes, man.
tons of them, right?
All
But can any of them
athleticism
shoot?
and no shooting.
Yeah, can any of them shoot?
They don't got three for free.
They've got a bunch of athletes and Simone from Tokyo.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you try to score on them on a wing, boy, you're gonna have a tough time. Them young motherfuckers, man.
And
God damn.
and
So
if
who do
you're
we think
slow,
Charlotte takes here?
I mean, if you're a slow team as well, keeping up with that team, they're gonna be quick on the break, man.
Eddie Mon saying you guys should read the chat. If you can't tell, we're trying to enjoy this organically. And so the more you guys spoil picks, the less likely we are to read the chat.
So I think we can now because we're caught up. We're live.
Woj
We're
tweeted
live.
that Portland's trying to trade up for Klingon.
Oh wow!
I don't
Someone
know
Jam it,
what
that's
pick.
underrated.
That's all. It's a
Out-
vague
out the
tweet.
window.
Mm.
That's crazy that how much smoke there was around All-In draft and falling. Like even like right up before the draft, that like the draft guys were tweeting that like, oh, he's dropping with Dillingham. So that was like a real smoke screen.
I don't
In
put a
a
lot of.
draft like this, where everybody agrees that like the top is not that great, it doesn't feel it never really like tracked with me that he would drop that far into the Heat's range. It's like he's one of the guys that really like stands out athletically and somebody who can get to the rim at will. Like those guys usually go really high. I don't see why he wouldn't have gone this high, to be honest.
When a guy like this though goes this early, like I'm thinking of like some of the other guys, does it feel like more likely that Topic could drop?
Yeah.
Down to their range, like that's kind of the feeling I'm getting.
All right, so y'all let us know because I see y'all tweet y'all messages and shit. Are we live with y'all before I open this chat?
We are. It's that people on Twitter are tipping the picks.
Correct.
And
All
in
right,
the
so I
chat.
need y'all in the chat to stay here with us. Let's make this a very organic situation. Stop looking at Twitter so we can share this. I want to open the chat so I can interact with y'all. But if y'all spoiling shit, it kind of takes away from the shock and organic reaction.
It's a good point Sloppy Second makes that the playback is traditionally like a few seconds behind TV for people who have it on their TV. But yeah, just try not to spoil it ahead when you see the tweet or whatever.
Yeah, just,
Actually, Woj and Shams are so ahead right now. I think the Heat pick just clicked in.
Wow, they leaked the Filipowski pick. Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
NBA Central or Dunk Central just tweeted this. Donovan Clingan next to Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to be crazy. Memphis moves up to number 6 to select their big man. What do they know that we don't know?
Right. How would they know that?
How would
Because
they
there's
know
been
that
no
and they
report
not
of
even
a
on the
trade.
day?
Donut Dan's hilarious, man. Woes just tweeted for Miami's 2026 pick.
Well, Bronny James to Miami. What? No.
I'm surprised you didn't say
Okay,
Zach
so-
Edey.
So who is Charlotte about to take? So we got 220 of y'all up here with us. Listen, let's get it to 305 by the time Miami picks at 15.
Do they take Clingan?
Who?
They're gonna take-
Charlotte?
Yeah.
My prediction is
And
they're
doing
taking
what
number
with Mark
4.
Williams?
Mark has been hurt though, like multiple times already.
3 Frenchmen in the top 6. That's my prediction.
There you go.
Oh wait, no. Kristen Peak of Yahoo Sports reported earlier that they're trying to target Salon or South.
Oh, for real?
Well, no, she tweeted that like 3 or 4 hours before the draft. I don't know how true that actually will be. But that is something to keep in mind.
Okay.
Again, her words, not mine. But yeah, she reported that they were targeting him number 6, and it was just like, what?
Oh, wow.
I
Why
seen
are
a
we
mock
reporting
draft where
that
they
in?
had Dalton Connect going there.
Yeah.
As somebody who's scrolling on Twitter, I can tell you that nobody's leaked this pick yet. So there is something happening here.
Trades in the waters.
Something's coming.
Where there's smoke,
Ethan.
there's
Something
fire.
must be coming.
What could it be?
I love that. The 5 reasons lore. And something's coming. What a throwback.
Is Ethan being at the draft guaranteed that Miami actually does draft Zach Edey?
He gets a one-on-one with him if he does.
Won't get traded.
I just thought about like the Ethan factor at the draft. I don't know that's a good thing.
Yeah, we should have considered this. We should have thought this out. I mean, look, he was there the other day for the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup.
It's true.
So I guess we could give Ethan a break there.
That's true.
Well, I think he
But
just
you
has
know
a
what?
chance.
Hold on. Let me hold him accountable really quick though, because I remember the podcast we did. I believe the day after the Panthers went up 3-0. Ethan said they're gonna win it, and they're just a much better team than the Oilers, and the Oilers proceeded to win 3 games in a row.
That makes so much sense.
How are we seeing this, yo? It's the draft.
I don't know, but
It's a new season.
if any of those rumors are true, I really do hope Dalton Connect starts falling. That's very interesting to me because he'd make a world of difference in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adele,
This is
if I
gonna
give you
start to
if I
get
give you
really
30
interesting,
seconds,
y'all.
if I give you 30 seconds, Adele, as the Heat GM with sole control, and I put in front of you two names, Devin Carter and Dalton Connect, who would you pick for the Heat?
Oh, 30 seconds.
Mhm.
I'm picking me personally. I am probably picking Dalton Connect
Okay.
for the offensive reasons. I think his game will translate better in the NBA offensively than Devin Carter's. Now, obviously, defensively, Carter's going to transition better. But you get more size on the wing. You get a legitimate scorer from all over the court. I would probably lean Dalton Connect, my personal opinion.
So the pick is in. Who do we think it is?
Oh wait, I gotta make it official. Hold on, where is it at?
Did you see them going my left here?
Now it's official.
Damn, that bell is loud as hell.
Is it? I gotta turn that down. My
Hell
bad.
yeah, it is.
Oh, I thought that was them, bro.
That was
like,
me.
damn.
That was me.
I
Oh,
thought it was the stream at first.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I was like,
I got
shit,
down
man.
that down a bit. Let me down that down.
Oh, we were at the draft.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. You're in the front row.
I'm over here ordering food because I didn't get food before.
What are you ordering?
doing This shit. Get some wings, yeah.
All right, hold up.
Oh wow.
Oh!
Adele!
Tyson
Adele.
Solomon. Wow, that is a shocker. That is a
There's gonna be
shocker.
some guys falling, and
So I
then
guess-
it becomes
I guess,
the question is,
Chris
do you
right.
move up just a little bit, to get your guy?
Klingen and Matas, kind of the ones falling right now.
Yeah.
Who has the 7th pick?
Portland.
Portland.
Ooh.
And remember, they just traded 14, so they don't have.
So, I mean, Tyson Solomon does a lot for your team, right? I mean, he's 6'10", he can shoot the ball of energy, he's electric, plays well within the offense, needs to get a little bit better defensively, but I like his attitude.
Energizer for his team.
Have a moleskin notebook. They might need that.
Ooh.
Joe Cronin's probably got a lifetime supply.
What's up with that trade? Why did they make that trade? The Blazers.
It's a great question.
That is
It
an
just felt
excellent
so,
question.
Like, out of the blue.
The more I think about it, the more I like it for Washington because they got so many assets. I don't know. Like I like Denny a lot, but
Yeah. Denny's a good player. It just felt so random. Like, oh, the Blazers trading for Denny Avdija. Like, I was not expecting that.
I don't understand how that helps them be a better team now, like on that timeline that they're on. Like, where does Denny Avdija fit in those plans?
you got to make sure. Again, back to what I was saying earlier. I wonder how much it means for Jeremy Grant's future.
Yeah. I think I read somewhere today also that Denny is only 3.5 months older than Dalton Connect.
Yeah, he's
Is
super.
that true?
He was young when he came out.
It just sounds insane to hear.
I have a random question because we have
Yeah,
nothing
Denny's only
on this
23.
time. If Jaime was in this draft, where would he get drafted?
Top 5.
Mm,
All right, Turtle.
Remember, he was a consensus
maybe like 12.
5 last year.
Yeah.
I had him anywhere from 6 to 13. Somebody asked this in the off the floor Discord earlier, and I had him somewhere between 6 and 13.
I felt like I saw him going late first round in a lot of the mocks, if I remember correctly.
Me
Like leading
too.
up to with like the highest for him being around for a lot of people around kind of where the Heat took him, essentially.
top 5 Eternal.
Oh, what's up, Ryan?
Oh shit!
Hey guys.
Shit, hold on.
I told you I was gonna drop by for a little bit.
My God.
I haven't done playback since like before the playoffs or some shit. Maybe
Yo.
during, I don't remember.
Brian, do you
just
remember
missed
who
out
I
on a
am?
whole lot.
Don't start this shit, all right?
Brian, do you know who I am?
Can I just say, I'm listen, subscribe to Off the Floor, but like, holy shit, be careful when you're in there. Jesus Christ. This
What,
shit-
hey, come on, man. I ain't trying to do extra work. What did happen?
everything's been going left. It's just everything's been going left. The sky's falling because Jimmy Butler is making a business decision that, honestly, like, if he wants to maximize his money on the way out the door, he.
Oh, there it is. Donovan Klingett. The number 7 pick to the Portland Trailblazers. Joe Cronin making a good move for the first time this century.
But in terms of the Jimmy piece of it, like, why would he sign the extension for 2 if he feels like he can get 4 in a year from now?
He better play
I
well.
wouldn't want to give him 4, by the way. This is a different conversation. I wouldn't want to give him 4, given that you're talking about, him being fucking 40 years old at the end of the contract. But yeah.
Yeah.
They took Klingon?
Kling
Yeah.
is the pick.
Why the fucking Portland?
DeAndre Ayton, the crown jewel of the Damian Lillard trade package, is about to be replaced.
Robert Williams.
So
The
are
off-injured Robert
Are they gonna
Williams.
trade? Are they gonna trade him?
I don't know. I don't know shit about what's going on in Portland.
They
What do
took
you
the
mean, Brian?
emotion
Aiden,
out of
Aiden
it.
can shoot mid-range, so that means you can play him next to a roll big.
Dude, I would pay good money to watch Kling and Ayton on the floor at the same time, and just the sheer horrible results that you would get.
I'm disappointed in
Lack
the,
of
I'm
efficiency, like-
I'm disappointed in the lack of trades because that's all I care about. I want there to be a trade every pick. I don't give a shit about a lot of these rookies because, like, I don't think a lot of them are going to be that good. We'll get some good role players because we inevitably do, but like Riza Shea went first, and I don't think he's a top 5 pick in last year's draft. He's not.
Oh, in
I'm kinda
last
with
year's
you on
draft,
that.
not a chance.
He's not a
I
top
don't
5
think
pick
he's
in
a
last
top-
year's draft. Weren't the Thompson
I don't think
twins
he's a
4 and
top
5?
Yes.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not. He was not going to be a top 5 pick in last year. Riza Shea, like, no fucking way.
I don't think he would have been a top 15 pick.
That was a pretty good rhyme there.
I used to, you know. Nah, I'm kidding. The Spurs are at 8. This is now. If you like Devin Carter, this is a spot to potentially watch. Although there's been smoke about them getting Topic, so we'll see.
I mean, the Spurs have kind of a luxury of options here at 8 with the guys that you're mentioning, right? Like Topic, Devin Carter, Matas, who is not supposed
Damn.
to be available.
Could
Like,
you
they have
imagine?
Good options.
Oh, Matas still is on the board.
Yep.
Could you
Yeah, but
imagine if they
he's
walked
not
away
falling to
with
50.
Castle and Carter in this draft? I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Their defense would be absolutely impenetrable.
Yeah, they could get Dillingham too. Actually, they could take a talent bet there. They could take Dillingham.
Cody Williams. He just popped up on the screen.
Cody Williams is,
What's up, Major? I just noticed Major is here.
he's got good genes.
I thought I saw Jonathan Robmacon here. Is he here?
Yeah, I'm here.
He was.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hey, there we go.
Hold on.
I need to expand it so I can see all the heads on stage. It's so many people. I legit do not see Jonathan on my screen right now.
Yeah, I have it minimized. You just see a couple of bubbles.
Like
You got to make the head
you
smaller.
can separate
Walls.
the
Don't let that rock. Keep talking. Like, what are you doing?
Oh no, I'm gonna let that simmer.
I don't know. Can y'all see me? Is the camera working?
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Chilling.
What's going on,
Chilling.
Jonathan?
Got back to the gym. Got some food.
seeing how this works out. No idea who any of these names are because I'm terrible at
I
college.
know this
But,
baseball
you know,
order.
we're here for the ride.
Nice.
I'm fully prepared for Zach Eady.
Jonathan, how has it been covering the Magic? Who do you think the Magic are going to target in the draft? Do they have a pick?
Yeah, they have a pick. Some of the other dudes in the Magic coverage stuff, they had some good names. I can't remember the exact off the top of my head. Like I said, the college players not my thing. I'm not knowledgeable on that side of things. So, but there's a couple of names. If I watch the show again, I can get some of those names. But I think they're just going to look for a guy that's someone who can either lead that point or add some 3-point shooting. You know, because Jalen Suggs, he's a really good. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, they selected a point guard in the top of the draft last year, Anthony Black, in a much better draft. What are they doing with their point guard room? Because it seemed like they got like at least 3 or 4 on a roster.
Yeah, because you have Anthony Black, you got Fultz, and then you got. I mean, Jalen Suggs is kind of like a combo kind of style guard. I like him better as a 2 and maybe as a secondary playmaker versus like a primary point guard. I think they move off of Fultz. I think his time there is kind of ran out. You know, he'll have a good player too, and then he'll just kind of, you know, go off and do his own thing. That's not really within the realm of the team. So, you know, I think, like you said, with Anthony Black, maybe he needs some more time to develop. I think defensively, he's solid. I mean, he's got a long way to go when it comes to being like a top tier. I don't think he's gonna, you know, pan out to be as good as maybe you projected him to be. So I think either, you know, a big to pair next to Franz and Paolo to really plug up that center spot, or a point guard or some shooting really is probably their top 3 needs.
Look at Tim Duncan just chilling back there.
If there was a team though to take a chance on Topic, wouldn't it be the Spurs? Couldn't they like?
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels like
Yeah,
that.
I think
Hey,
there's a
Greg.
good chance that happens.
Greg, have you heard anything about Caleb?
Just that he's expected to get way more than Miami is going to offer. I think he's getting the full non-taxpayer mid-level.
Gotcha.
Get that bag, man. Get that bag, King.
Is it going to be in Oklahoma City? That's my question.
Huh.
Eternal, what do you think?
Spoil shit.
Oh, he saw something.
I'm not.
No, I'm trying to think about like what the Spurs are going to do. You drafted Stephon Castle at 4. I wouldn't use that other pick on another guard.
Would you take Matas?
I would.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people were less enthused about Matas because of his poor shooting last season and just general overall basketball IQ wasn't there. Like him alongside Ronald Holland, he had way less production aside of Ronald Holland than you would think a guy of that athleticism and ability should have.
Well, there we go.
I mentioned Rob Dillingham.
Oh,
He's historically small, though, man. Rob's historically
that's really high for him. And to add to this, it looks like this pick could get moved.
Yeah, it's in Minnesota. I mean,
Oh, wow.
look, would you draft Lou Williams at number 8? Probably not. Would you do it in this draft class? Maybe.
Oh boy.
So if it's not on the move, does that mean Jones is definitely getting traded?
Jones who?
Trey Jones.
Trey Jones?
Trey.
Oh, I'm like, you know how many fucking Joneses have been in the NBA, bro?
Yeah, so here's the trade. The 8th pick in Rob Dillingham.
Oh, wow.
Minnesota has officially traded. So this pick goes to Minnesota. We're going to see who it goes, who they get in return.
Greg. We ain't even
What?
seen the young man walk on stage yet.
I just said he got traded. I didn't tip the pick.
That's
I
what
just
I'm
tipped the
saying.
fact that
That's crazy.
Must be watching on a stream or something. Must be lagging on that side.
So what is San Antonio getting?
TBD.
Anthony Edwards.
Because
The power of
Minnesota,
friendship.
I'm assuming they're getting Minnesota's first, which is 27. But I'm wondering what else is in there.
Yeah. Guess we'll find out.
Who did Minnesota
37.
have to? Maybe Kyle Anderson.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Rob Dillingham's a Capricorn.
Okay.
Do the Spurs have
care
any
about
young
that.
players that are like not in the rotation?
Whoa, hold on, Brian. Hold yourself, man. Go ahead, Alex. I had to correct Brian. He said something about Capricorn.
Rob Dillingham is
It's doing shit.
one of us. Rob Dillingham's one of us. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Alex.
Oh, nothing. I'm just thinking out loud, like, because the Timberwolves have 27 and 37 in this draft, so I'm assuming one of those, at least, if not both, are going to be in the deal. But yeah, like I'm just trying to think, are there like any recently drafted Minnesota players that are not in the rotation that are just kind of on the roster?
Yeah, like Woj is saying, they're getting 8 and Dillingham. What the fuck?
What?
Is coming
That
back?
doesn't make any sense.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Dude,
no,
what's
he's saying-
the How is that?
Yeah, he's saying
Oh,
shit. For the 8th
Memphis is taking Edie at 9.
No way.
There's somebody.
Why are we
Somebody-
spoiling?
Hey, I called that Eternal. Eternal. I called it.
Listen. We
Hey,
all
that's a
have
good spoiler. That
all have-
spoiler is allowed because it
Oh,
means he ain't
come
coming to
on.
Miami.
we all have Woj on
Let's
notifications.
go.
Like they've ruined the draft.
Let's go, Zach Edey going to Memphis. Oh, I'm so excited. Super duper excited.
He's on fire.
Twitter during draft.
I know somebody who's like close to Memphis and actively did not want them to get Edie.
I
and
think
it wasn't,
every
it wasn't
fan
a
of
turtle. It was
every
not a
team-
turtle. It was not a turtle. No,
T Wolves
it was
are
not a
trading a 2031 unprotected first and a 2030 protected pick swap to the Spurs for Rob Dillingham.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's it?
They're keeping their picks.
Yeah, but
Correct.
They're
Yeah,
sending
draft?
unprotected picks way out in the future. That's pretty risky.
They must have really liked Rob
How's the
Dillingham as a
Spurs
backup point
doing?
guard there. Maybe they think he can take over for Mike Conley. I don't know.
Conley, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the Spurs do that. Like those picks will be valuable,
Why
but
would
that's
it-
it's a long time. from now.
I don't really know he a point guard either, but like
I think they're more
Just get
comfortable.
him to-
That was
I think they're more
me and
comfortable.
Brady were talking about that last night. Go ahead, Adel.
Oh no, I was just saying I think they're more comfortable with the size concerns because of how good they are everywhere else defensively.
yeah.
So I think they're like, hey, even if he can't hold up, we have all this defensive prowess on the wing, down low, and then we have a dynamic Anthony Edwards. We can just fit another scorer in to come in off the bench that first year.
If I may bring this back to the Heat, Dillingham got them 2 future firsts. I said before, because somebody's like, oh, watch them trade and just get a future first or whatever. And I'm like, listen, if I have the 15th pick and if I could get 2 future firsts for that, I would entertain that. All I'm saying. If y'all want to, like, because everyone keeps complaining, oh, they don't have shit to trade. They don't have shit to trade. You could find 2 firsts for the 15th pick in the future. They're going to be fucking far from now, but still.
That's crazy.
There it is, Eternal.
That's so.
That's for you, man.
John Morant's going to dunk on him in practice.
I love it. His head's gonna be
What a
spinning.
I don't. I actually think he's gonna be pretty good for Memphis. But that is gonna be wild.
Talk
Oh my
yourself
God,
into
could
that
you
pick, man.
imagine sloppy seconds if this was Miami's trade up target. Just-
They traded with Memphis a few years
wish,
ago.
I wish, Greg, just for the chaos, I wish.
That would be
Anybody
pretty
that's been seeing me in Discord, Oh, I would have loved Zach
Oh,
Edey
that
going
would
to
be-
Miami just for the fucking chaos.
Oh man, I think
But,
I would have had to
um,
leave and never come back. I think that's what I would have had.
It'd have been
But-
solely your fault, Matt.
I know.
So
for
who's
the
really
Syracuse,
slipping
I do
here?
think this is a great.
3 guys
Listen,
we
all
thought would be
next man
available
was-
at 15 are gone.
Connect and Topic.
And
I
Carter's.
mean, I think this draft is shaping up pretty well for Miami. They pretty much have a really good selection here of guys that probably wouldn't think would be available.
Matas
Connect.
is the one who's slipping
Yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah, Mott.
I think if you have to move up a couple picks to get Carter, you should do it.
What
I
would
think
they-
there's so
what-
many
what-
guys though
what-
that they might just be like, we'll take whoever's left.
But is it gonna be 15 and 43? Because if it's 15 and 43 for like 12, like yeah, do that whole thing. But if it's gonna
Really?
be like something else, then I don't know about that. Yeah, you don't need 43 in this draft. 43 in this draft
I
is
like
what?
it.
Like they're gonna they get undrafted guys all the time. They're gonna get two ways. Like and in this draft class, it is not that good. The 43rd pick is almost useless because whoever
me-
you want in the second round, you could just get them after the draft is over for like nothing.
I was so like looking forward to this draft partly because of that. It's like I want to like they're so good at getting talent like you mentioned undrafted and kind of carving out gems from them. Their last second round pick was Casey Akpala and they missed badly on that where like they traded stuff to draft Casey Akpala. So that was a bad look. But I do think there's some interesting guys there because like the draft is not great up top. I think it's pretty weak compared to the top of pretty much every other draft outside of like 2013. But I think there's some guys that he can get there. Some of the guys that have been reported to work out with them, they're in the second round range. Man, like I just want to see it. Like Kashad Johnson, who's gotten mentioned a bunch of times. That guy is a fucking athlete, man. Like just give me a fun player like that. You know what I mean? Like
I just think from a financial standpoint, you would want to get the guy on a two-way, which a lot of second-round picks are starting to do anyway. So like the 43rd overall pick, if you can convince them, hey, take this two-way contract, then yeah, because you'll get somebody you want. You get them on a two-way deal. It's not like a sharp guarantee. It doesn't kill your cap. But if it's somebody who's gonna want like a 2+1 or a 1+2, and the agent's gonna be like, because second-round picks, you have a little bit more room for negotiation. I wonder if like they're just gonna be like, hey, let's just fuck this pick, take some cash, and just take our chances with the undrafteds like they always do, which they always pretty much nail compared to everybody else. So, and to me, I think if Carter's there at like 12, and you can package 15 and 43 to get to 12 and just get Carter, if you really like Carter, then just go get Carter. That second round pick is inconsequential at that point.
Oh, another guy I didn't expect for the Heat.
Yeah, Cody going before Connect is pretty high compared to where
Connect falls to Miami.
supposed to go.
Devin Carter falling out the top 10.
I didn't think I think he was going to Chicago this whole time. 11 to
Do you?
Chicago. Yeah.
Be right back.
He's the Caruso replacement.
I don't know what the fuck Chicago's gonna do. Chicago could get Matas, honestly.
Yeah, it's very unexpected for him to be there too.
Yeah, like they could get Matas and just be like Giddy and Matas. We're just gonna like be weird.
they can get Topic.
Give me Topic or Connect. How this should
The
shape
thing
up.
about Topic though, we don't know about the medicals. Like if teams are passing on Topic because of the medicals, that's really a concern.
We're at 15 though. That's worth it.
Yeah, I think in this draft, like I wouldn't be scared of medicals as much, because I think Topic is better than some of the guys who've already been picked. Honestly,
I agree with
I
you.
mean, Topic was in conversation for most of the year for a possible number 1 pick.
yeah, he was looking like a top 3 guy before the injury, and I
Perfect
don't think.
example is like, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think this draft class is good enough to where he should be falling to like 20 or some crazy shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking like Michael Porter Jr. Someone was able to take a chance on him and worked out really well.
I'm not even sure he's gonna sit out the whole year. Like, there's people like kind of just throwing that out there, and it's like it's a partially torn ACL. Like, he could
And it
come back
happened
from
early.
that before the year's over. Name is Zay says, can we trade for Malcolm Brogdon? I was tweeting out, somebody should try to get the Brogdon Kyle Kuzma package. Like, that's what the fuck I would do. I would try to get Kuzma and Brogdon together. They make 45 million combined. Miami could actually match that with Hero and Duncan. The problem is,
would you pull the trigger on that?
Brogdon going to be hurt?
God, yeah. The problem is, like, you don't want Poole and Hero. You would have to, if you're Washington, move Poole somebody else. But if you're picking between Poole or Hero, I would take Hero all day. Like, and I don't even like Hero like that.
No, I actually agree with that take as well. I mean, Jordan Poole, man, he's an unserious basketball player, as I like to phrase it.
He's the anti-Heat.
Matas is from Chicago?
Oh, this is rigged.
Why are we showing
from Miami,
Jordan highlights with any of these picks? Like, we can't be doing that. What are we...
Matas is from Chicago. Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I actually think there's some good role players in that second round, Brian, to be found, like Harrison Ingram and Jalen Bridges, for example. I think there are some players that can help your team outside of, just getting them undrafted, because I don't think you'll get those types of guys undrafted.
Yeah, but they always do.
Another one.
They always do. Like, that's the thing. If you're them, you're like how much, like, what's the margin? There's guys that they find that are undrafted every year that are better than, like, second and even some first round picks.
Yeah.
So if you're them, it's like, we can just find this on the cheap. It's like, like, why even
honestly, the way it's playing out right now, I think it's playing out pretty positively, right? If you're the Heat. Like, I think the guys that are left right now.
Are you spoiling it, Jonathan? Again, did they take Matas? Is that what happened?
I'm not like the biggest draft guy. I catch up the past couple of months like anybody else, but I really try to like learn all these guys. But from what I've seen, like the guys that are still out there, like that's seems like pretty good value when you talk about like a Topic, a Connect, Devin Carter, like all these guys are still available.
De Silva too.
You got to get Devin Carter if he's available. You just got to do it.
De Silva might be like the cleanest fit, arguably. I don't think he's necessarily the best guy there, but he might be the cleanest fit. Jaquez is kind of the same thing, where he was like the best. He wasn't like the best talent there, but he was like the best fit, and we saw that immediately. So
yeah,
I think we've learned
they're at
over
a point.
years,
They're at a point where they can just get like one of like 4 or 5 guys, and you're like, oh, okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen past couple of years though, and Brady keeps tweeting it. Of everyone's going to be like, why the heck did they draft that person? And I think we can all agree, no matter, even if they draft someone that I'm like, I don't like, I'm just going to accept it. Be like, okay.
With the way
Devin Carter's sitting there and they say Miami Heat select Johnny Furphy, like you just gotta just
I was like, man, they know something.
No, I can't hear Eric Reed say that fucking last name.
So the guys they worked out that are in this range, just to bring us back to Devin Carter, Carlton Carrington, Keyshawn George, Macy, Hillel Ware, Isaiah Collier.
I swear, if we go through this whole thing and draft some guy that's supposed to be drafted at 25, though, I want to be upset.
I will not be upset if it's Eve Macy.
Upset. We get Keyshawn George, I'm going to be upset.
All I'm saying is, as somebody who's very invested in Nikola Jovic, you would be very excited to see them get Topic.
Absolutely.
Have them together on the same team.
Please.
Jovic is an extension eligible after one more season already.
Brian, also to talk about your second round pick thing, they could theoretically, if they like a guy at the second round pick, they don't have to draft someone that other people would take. They can draft who they would want, and then wouldn't you actually potentially get a cheaper deal for longer?
It depends. Honestly, some of that even depends on just like the agent. But overall, like you can get a guy at 43 and just sign him to a 2-way. Like again, like a lot of the undrafteds would probably be like you get 3 two-way slots. You'll probably give one or two or maybe all three to an undrafted. But like, you can get a guy at 43 if you really like them and still try to convince him to a two-way contract. You know, like Rich Paul came out and was like, "Oh, Bronny's not signing a two-way or whatever." Like, there's agents that don't want their clients to take two ways because they don't guarantee shit.
But if they take a guy that we're expecting at 15, I think they're definitely just going to focus tomorrow on getting a big at 43. They're just going to get some young, talented, young big in the building just because they have to.
Yeah.
When have they ever got a young big?
Bam, probably the last one, right?
Yeah, it's going to
Oh,
be...
Precious. They got Precious.
How old is Orlando
Precious is
Robinson?
technically a big. Orlando, though, he was undrafted. I'm saying they're gonna sign some like 38-year-old center that can barely move. That'll be amazing for a week.
Andre Drummond.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I think the Knicks are gonna get him legitimately. I heard that today. I was like, oh boy, they just want to get every fucking rebound, don't they?
No Devin Carter.
There it is. Matas.
See, I think like at this point in the draft, it's pretty good value.
I'm not trading.
Like the guys that are here.
What
Would
if
you
the
trade?
Thunder
Would you?
pick
But
Devin
would you
Carter?
trade? Would you trade back? Like,
No.
if
I'll
you
consider it.
if you're at 15, and another team is like, hey, we'll give you a pick in say the early 20s and
Matas Buzelis. He is the pick. He's bouncy. He's athletic. He's got good shooting for him, but not a lot of results. I think he's a bit of a project for the Chicago Bulls.
Here is the next two, which I'm not like looking at any leagues, so don't worry about that. So I'm saying like if that were to be the case, then I would actually consider it because I think like those two guys, it's like it's a home run for the Heat at 15, and if they both get taken here, then I would actually consider trading back.
If you're an asset deprived organization,
Yeah, exactly.
you try to get as many assets as you can.
Or even
But
if you
what's-
tell me like what they get 2 picks in the 20s, something like that. Like that would be interesting to me.
Like the Knicks trade both their picks or something like that.
He's not going to do that, though.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
what's the?
Totally
I
not.
mean, like I would go back to like 18, but you're saying like in the 20s. I'm probably not going to.
It's like, how do you catch the Celtics and the Knicks? Add 2 rookies? No.
Hey, not from this class.
They
Avery.
need.
He's on fire!
I think I fixed the volume for this chat. Yeah, I think it's a much lower volume.
Let's talk about them doing something with the Bulls for Zach LaVine and Caruso, and they got less interested in that once Caruso was traded. Like, I think somebody is going to get. Well, I shouldn't say I think somebody's going to get, but teams are going to be calling about Kuzma and Brogdon as a package, and I think Miami should investigate that heavily.
Yo,
So,
this is crazy. This is from a Pistons beat writer, Omari Sankofa. Ron Holland said, I never thought I'd go 5th overall tonight, but being put in this position to be blessed with this opportunity, I'm excited to get to Detroit, blah, blah, blah. Then he said he had no contact with the Pistons leading up to tonight and didn't work out for them. And they took him that high.
That's
Crazy.
wild.
I mean, they've been watching his tape and his game tape, so
That's very Detroit Pistons.
It just shows you that they like have no like that can actually happen. Like I've been trying to watch the workout guys, and it may be
Wasn't it also like
Somebody
when
else.
drafted Justice when Justice fell to 10, they had it work them out, right? Or am I remembering that wrong?
Well, I always say, though, tape evaluation is the
bring that
most
up?
important.
Because Justice better forever and ever, baby.
we're gonna take Bronny at 15.
okay.
That would be
Evan
fun.
Carter is still alive.
honestly, like Bronny at 15 would be great for 5 on the floor. So
I mean,
I
me
said
and
that
Matt
to my
have been
wife
preaching.
tonight.
Me and Matt have been. Me and Matt have been preaching for Bronny James for weeks now. In the
And
second
you
round,
have. I've been like, for the views.
I'm not telling you who OKC's taking, but I am telling you that they ain't taking Devin Carter. Let's fucking go.
I just got a text from my brother-in-law who is a Thunder fan, and he said, "I hate the Thunder." So now I'm really.
Oh,
intrigued
this
on who they took.
is gonna be interesting.
Would you take Bronny James at 43?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
hell yeah.
I will move-
Knowing that he wouldn't take a two-way.
I will move to Sioux Falls if that happens.
He's not. He's not
Well,
an NBA
Major,
basketball player.
Major, that'd be great for you. I mean, that
Oh
like,
my
that
gosh,
would
we
be
would
amazing
expand
for
our
you.
Skyforce
First of all.
coverage.
If I were you,
That's
I'd
the
Major
only
would
reason
get
I
raised.
want it.
I would root for that. 1,000. If I was
That's
Major,
why- that's
you fucking
why-
kidding me? And Matt? Oh my god.
Major and
That's
Matt's
why-
pod would blow up.
Yeah.
Imagine if we got Bronny on our pod. That's what I keep telling Matt.
Ooh. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Those are all pure basketball-related reasons.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah. For
Grubbs
sure.
asked an important question. What if Carter is there and the Heat takes someone else?
Oh,
well.
that's gonna hurt.
Well, it depends on who. It depends for
No,
who.
Yeah, I
oh
was gonna say,
wells.
if it was like connect,
Johnny Perfect.
then I'm
Yeah,
You
yeah,
take
that's
Keyshawn
okay.
George?
Matt,
Brady.
that's the
yeah,
one name.
What if it's Topic?
Brady Jones.
If
Brady
it's
Jones,
Topic, I'm
Johnny.
fine with that.
I would be
it's
perfectly
Keyshawn
fine with
George,
Topic
anyway.
or Connect over Devin Carter.
Yeah.
Who
If
you
it's
guys
Keyshawn
hoping
George,
that
we
they
might
take?
go cover the Magic.
Yeah, that one would actually bother me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though it's a UM guy.
I'm still leaning to Silva. Like I think through all of this, it's gonna end up being De Silva.
Speaking my language.
Over the guys that are available right now.
Mm-hmm.
He replaces Caleb immediately.
That would be kind of ballsy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, that's the type of move they would do if they were to like pass up on a talent. They would just take the guy that's ready, that fits a need, and they're just gonna take like what they know. So that would be my guess.
Who are you guys hoping that the Thunder pick right now? If you don't know the pick,
Not Nikola Topic, because if Oklahoma City don't draft Nikola Topic, the Heat will have at least one of Connect, Carter, or Topic on the board at 15.
Yeah. Walker.
The pick is
Really, Keyshawn George. That's who I hope they pick.
Yeah, Keyshawn George, Johnny Furphy.
Yeah, Furphy or Keyshawn George would be spectacular. That would be.
Furphy, I
Okay.
don't actually think's a bad player. I think Furphy's actually pretty solid, but
Furphy will dunk on your head, but he's got a lot of issues defensively.
Yeah.
Doesn't handle the ball.
I'm out on him.
Yeah.
did he get Grady Dick comparisons?
No, he's more athletic.
Since they both played at Kansas, right? Here we go.
dang it.
Devin Carter survives another pick. Let's go, baby.
Oh man, palms are
Heat-
sweaty.
Heat fans are buzzing.
Oh, that's a
Mom's
crazy
a heavy.
backcourt.
Just vomit on his sweater already. Mom's
That's-
spaghetti.
that's-
He's nervous.
Yeah, like
But on the
Let's go,
surface,
folks.
he looks calm and ready to drop bombs.
Shea,
But he
Jalen
keeps on
Williams,
forgetting
and
what he
Nikola
wrote
Topic.
down.
The whole crowd goes so loud.
Can
Yeah,
playback get flagged for that?
That's a crazy fucking backcourt.
That's a what? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Eternal, like Shea, Jalen, and Topic, and Caruso.
I love that.
They got to steal.
I love
That's
that.
a nasty ass back.
I fucking love that pick for OKC, man.
And they don't even need him to hurry up. As far as like coming back, like
No,
they
he
can
literally
afford-
can take his time.
Yeah, for sure. Especially now that like they just moved Giddy for Caruso straight up. Like they've got enough bodies in that rotation. They can just develop him. at their
God
own
damn.
pace.
That's a really good pick.
It's
Man,
great
I'm
value.
so upset.
Great value.
6'5" point guard. Miami would never. I should have known.
No, they
I
got
mean, with
a
all
6'11".
the Fox uncertainties, Devin Carter would probably make sense.
Yeah. Brady, whose side are you on here?
just
Brady
trying to
wants
jinx it.
Johnny Murphy for the bye.
I'm just trying to jinx it. Because if we said he's not going there, he's gonna go there.
Dalton on the Kings offense would be kind of lethal.
Oh Jesus! Don't even say that.
Yeah, it would be a
You're
nice
right.
fit. However, they need defense, so you put him in.
So nervous right now. This is the most nervous I've been this whole draft. Like right here, these 2 picks.
But you put Carter and what's his name, De'Aaron Fox together in the same backcourt. Your defense is suddenly, your point of attack defense is suddenly really, really good.
I can't believe Dalton Connect has fallen this far.
I love it.
Please, just 2 more
Like-
draft picks. But
Let-
Portland
let's-
did like connect at 7 apparently.
Let's
No,
see where
it's
he
Washington.
was on the Ringers draft guide.
It's Washington's pick.
Oh, you're right.
You guys aren't. The pick is in
He
for
was
13.
8th.
Topic, he just got drafted, Wadham. He just got drafted.
It's
No
Devin
one spoil
Carter.
anything.
Don't spoil. Get ready to learn Furphy, my man.
Adele, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm really nervous right now,
Are you?
right? Because
Fucking
there's a certain
Washington.
there's a certain player I really want for Miami.
Yeah.
The bias side of me.
I know exactly what
I
you're
want
talking
Miami.
about. Yeah.
Hmm.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
I would love it. Eternal. If that's what the pick ends up being, I'm dancing.
Colonel, don't you dare with the players available on the board.
Shit. Yeah, check
And
out
I like him too. I know
right
exactly
there.
what you're talking about. I like
I
him too.
would. I would.
There's a
I
few
would-
other guys.
I love how he doesn't
I
even want
would.
to say the name.
I don't give a fuck.
I know who it is too.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I would.
Say it there.
I run that name up there. But
Run it.
hell no, I want to jinx shit. I'm trying to let this shit play out.
Honestly, I think you're good.
Trying to
If
just
it's
play
what I
out.
think it is, I think you're good.
Eternal, it would be very funny. Like the
The
pool
second
party,
part.
Eternal, the pool party would melt down more than it already has.
Dude, I don't know who y'all are talking about, but
Oh,
if Eternal likes him, then not a good sign.
Wow.
That's a
Coming in
Oh,
strong.
hey, Major, it was great seeing you.
Man.
It was great seeing you, mate.
Oh gosh.
I think
Not
the
Philip
Heat tried to move up to 13.
Oh.
Aggregate it.
You think they tried to, or you think they will?
No, I think they tried to.
No, they tried to.
Dang, that means they were going for Carter.
Right.
That means that Nick Carter's being.
Damn, Eternal.
Wait, did Eternal just boot Major off stage? That's crazy. Where are the checks and balances here?
Apparently, Eternal is the checks and balance.
Checks and balance. He can come back up.
Major, make a damn stage request.
How are you guys feeling about the draft so far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.
That's crazy.
What pick are we on?
13.
13.
Sacramento. Number 13. I'm telling you, that's where Carter.
I
I'm
can't
telling you,
look
the
at sleep.
fit with him and Fox makes too much sense. I'm telling you.
Could you
Alright.
believe if Dalton Connect is there?
I would love it. I would love it.
As a
Hey, we said it's gonna be the guy that we don't talk about, and the guy like we don't even talk about dropping, and it's literally that's a guy that we did not mention.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm so scared.
I'm buzzing, man. I can't wait. I love it. Absolutely
What if
love
they
it.
get? What if they get Jared McCain?
Oh.
I love McCain.
Hey, there it is. Devin Carter.
Oh.
It's the pick. I'm trying to tell you, though, it just makes too much sense. Like,
Oh, that hurts.
putting him in
That
that
hurts.
backcourt where they have that great offense, but they
Okay.
need point of attack defense. It just makes
Okay.
way too much sense.
Adele.
He's gonna be what they thought they were
Adele.
getting in Davion Mitchell.
Yes, sir.
Adele.
Yes, sir.
Devin Carter's off the board.
Yes, sir.
Devin Carter's off the board. Okay.
So now we regroup. Who do we want most? Let's do this,
Connect.
Heat fans. Come on.
Come on, connect.
Mm.
We want.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's actually gonna get.
So
it.
let's say
so
that this next pick is Dalton because like he's not gonna fall any further. Who do you take then?
McCain.
So
So it's not going to be either of them.
I'm taking Misi personally, but I think
Okay.
the Heat will take De Silva. But I would personally
Don't
take
ask me.
Misi.
Tyler Smith.
Don't ask.
That's right. I forgot about that, Brady. You are big on Tyler Smith to the Heat. I forgot about that.
Ask me.
That would be, by the way, a very Miami Heat moment. Was like we're talking about all these guys falling and the guys in like the screen that are in the top 10 of availability.
Yeah,
And they just throw Tyler Smith out there. Like that would be fun.
that would be
It'd
funny.
It'd be Jalen Tyson.
Alex, remember who we landed on in the Heat beat
Mm-hmm.
mock draft?
Are you trying to hint at something? You better not be leaking anything, late.
No, I'm not leaking nothing.
I was about to be so mad at you.
Only
man.
people who cross pollinate between Heat beat and 5 Reasons know who we landed on finally, because that guy could be the pick.
True.
You're talking about Bub?
No,
No?
it was Isaiah Collier.
Oh, Collier. Okay.
Holy shit.
Oh,
You
it's
saw
going
it, I saw it.
down.
Leif, what are you doing, man?
Greg.
You spoiling
I just said,
stuff?
holy
guys?
shit, that's
I
it.
want to go look.
Yeah,
Greg,
you're
no,
just like
don't do
teasing
this.
us.
Don't do this, Greg.
Is that Adele or the stream?
No, that was me. I turned it
I'm
down.
not
That's
looking at
better, right?
anything. No one say anything.
I'm not
looking.
spoiling myself. I'm not
I've
spoiling
never been
myself.
so nervous
Oh.
after Greg.
God
said
damn
that.
it, Greg! Why'd you say that?
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm not looking.
Pick.
I'm not looking.
It's because they're not picking. They probably traded.
The urge to not look at my phone.
That's right.
I know, right?
It's tough. It's hard, man. This is a difficult one. They've
I'm
they've
just-
traded for
So,
Kyle
like-
Kuzma.
like-
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, what's crazy about all of this is that some of us have been doing like draft stuff since like Miami has been out, and so all the work that you put into like who Miami could possibly take and all of these other things, like I think I'm starting to feel that.
Yeah.
Like, damn, who are they about to take? You know what I'm saying? And so like even beyond like who you want them to take, you just feel like all of that tension, all of that like.
A proposed trade. It's on the
Anxiety.
screen. It's on the screen.
All right, where we at?
That's the one from before, right? Okay.
Yeah, Washington's.
This is the trade that was reported.
Oh,
Fucking
why are
swell.
they reporting it like that? Oh, they
Why are the
screwed me up.
Blazers doing this again? Like I know we talked about. It's just so weird.
It's a very odd trade. The whole
I think
thing.
they could use like the extra lottery pick.
Do you think
Like,
if
no,
Portland knew that Dalton Connect would be on the board?
Oh my God, I got food at the door.
Well,
Man, leave that.
you got a
fucking
decision to make.
How fast can you
I
run?
just ate like a whole fucking
All right, so
meal.
look. Okay, all right.
After
hold
the
on.
pick. Wait till after the pick. Oh, he's gone.
Just
Oh,
just
man.
drop it at the door. I'll be right there.
It's a door, man. How big is your crib, Eternal? Jeez. You got like fucking what?
He has to run
2,000
down 3 flights of stairs and run across. Yeah.
You got 20,000 square feet. You got acres and shit. Like, what's going on?
That's right.
Just get your food. Like,
Oh my God, I need to stay off my phone before I see.
All right,
something I
I'm
wanna-
sending a text right now.
I refuse to look.
I'm closing the chat temporarily.
Greg,
Oh, like
if that gets to anyone here that ruins it,
I have
Sending it
refused
directly
to
the
look.
Heat. They'll never respond.
The Blazers right before the Heat. That's funny. Wait, so
Oh,
y'all
no.
really don't like Jared McCain?
I love Jared
They're
McCain.
gonna
I love his
one
game.
more time.
As a big UNC fan, I will be thrilled.
I think there's a lot more creation ability with Jared McCain than people realize, and I think he's going to be better
Okay.
defensively than people realize.
Alex.
He's a good facilitator.
Alex, how do you think 60-year-old Cuban men who are Heat fans are going to handle Jared McCain painting his nails?
Oh my God. Once they find out about it in 2 years from Instagram Reels, they're gonna lose their mind.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Hold on. Oh!
Come on,
Yeah.
Connect. Come on.
Oh shit!
Greg,
Come on,
Greg,
Connect.
text
Come
him right
on.
now. Text him right now and say, if you do not draft Connect.
Dalton Connect, come on down. It has to be.
Please.
I'm gonna mute y'all if y'all spoil this shit. Hold on.
If y'all actually spoil, I'll be pissed now.
I'm still watching Bub Carrington hug motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, me too.
He's on fire!
I'm doing that. But
I'm not gonna leak it.
Oh my god.
you have it though?
No, I don't
That
have
way
it
you
yet.
got-
I'm not gonna leak. Do
Tweet
you
it
want
out.
me to leak it if I actually
Yeah,
get it
whoa, whoa,
before
whoa.
Woj tweets
Yes,
it?
yes. If you
No.
get
Yeah,
it,
like report it?
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
yes. No. Like,
Give me
hold
the
on,
20
hold on.
point per game
Because I
score,
don't want our
man.
playback moment.
I mean
I
to the
don't want our
public, not
playback
necessarily here.
I'm telling you. No, I'm saying we now have 305 people in here
305.
at the pick for Miami.
Oh,
That's great.
if that
Do
means
you have 305 people on your Wi-Fi right now?
Nah, I'm not gonna get a response right now. They're cooking right now.
If
Oh,
I would have
man.
said that,
It
I
is
would have got kicked
delivered.
off. I just want you to know that, Brady.
This is huge. There's some suspense here.
I feel like this
It's
happens
like
every
the
year, doesn't
obvious
it?
pick is to take him, but you know how the Heat zig when everyone wants them to zag or however you want to say it.
Greg, doesn't their leak though never go as fast as everybody else's? Like doesn't
No,
the
never.
it never does.
Yeah, Dalton connects a bucket though.
But
I
the
don't.
agent will get the call, and then that.
Do we want to do predictions before the pick is in?
Good Tyler Duncan.
Jared McCain is my prediction. Jared
No,
McCain.
they're
is my
taking
Prediction,
Dalton.
not Wong.
That's my prediction. My prediction.
What's
You
your
gotta take Dalton. Like I actually,
Prediction to
it
Silva.
makes too much sense.
My prediction's Dalton as well. You have to take him.
Unless the team is willing to overpay for him.
We struggle with size and scoring and everything Connect gives.
Yeah, but this guy could replenish shooting if you're gonna trade a shooter that wears 14 this summer.
That's it.
Yeah,
That is it.
exactly.
It's gotta be it.
I say McCain because y'all are all expecting Connect and they never take
Yeah,
it.
right. I wanted.
what I'm saying.
I wanted to say it, I didn't
wait.
want to say it.
I kind of forgot about the Silva. I might actually say the Silva. I forgot about it.
The Silva over Connect.
He replaces Caleb immediately.
This is the only scenario where I'm upset we get McCain. Not like upset, but disappointed. Because Connect is right there. Connect's already looking at flights to Miami.
McCain is
Sure.
tough though.
Oh, man.
Like
Imagine Eric Reed saying like he connected on a three or something.
He
Oh.
connected.
Like some just
Matt, imagine Connect when he gets sent down to Sioux Falls for a week.
a kaboom for Connect.
yeah. Look, if they get Connect, Tyler and or Duncan gotta be out.
We're
Yeah.
getting ahead of ourselves here.
If they get Connect.
I know. I don't
Even
think
if they
they're gonna
don't,
take it.
even if they don't,
I'm kinda
Tyler
with
and or
Brian,
Duncan
man.
should be
I don't
out.
think they're gonna do it, but I want them to do it.
Who is the best player available?
Next.
It's Connect.
Oh, okay.
Man, do you have contacts at ESPN? What was that? Like right after you asked.
I mean, you know, I know some things.
By the way, we might just be able to watch this pick together.
You're
Because
right.
it's
They may
it's
not get it.
I'm not looking at anything until this pick is
I mean,
announced.
I'm just staring at my screen at this point.
I don't know
Not
if
even
I was
looking at
more
that.
You guys don't mind that Connect is 23.
I don't.
No.
Hell
But I
no.
mind that.
Isn't the Silva also 23?
We just drafted Hawkes too. Look how that worked.
But if you're getting a win, if you're getting kind of a win now player, I'm glad he's 23.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Kalel Ware.
No way.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. They
What?
took Kalel Ware.
Are
You
you
spoiled
serious?
it.
I forgot about
Are you
Khalil.
serious?
He spoiled it.
Wait.
Wait, are you dead ass? Or are you not?
He
Where's
is
the turtle?
stone faced.
Yeah,
I can't read him.
I can't tell, man.
Where is Eternal?
I'm still not looking. I'm still not looking. Just in
Did they
case he's,
really
like,
take
pulling
Kalel
really
Ware?
bad.
They Are you fucking with
did.
us, man?
I'll
What's
never
going on?
hear the end of it from Eternal.
Why are
Ever.
you doing this?
There's no way.
No freaking way.
He's lost it. He's lost it.
But Jake Fisher says they're taking somebody else.
What?
Oh,
Jake,
really?
Jake Fisher saying Jared McCain.
Oh my god.
What's
God.
going on?
What's
Boss
going
battle.
on? Why are we doing this, man? I thought we all
Because-
agreed.
because-
He corrected his tweet.
Y'all
Dude,
just
that's-
said it. Y'all just said it. They're not gonna get the pick right. Like the reporters are not gonna get the pick right because of the organization.
Here's the thing.
Maybe they
that's
gave
funny
it like the different name to 3 different reporters just to mess with
Rick-
us.
That would be hilarious.
Sham's got it right.
I'm so conflicted right now.
What
Oh
did
my
Sham
God.
say?
Don't. Just kill aware.
Yo,
Voter
Eternal.
concerns in
Eternal's
the-
gonna have a party tonight.
No way, bro.
Y'all better
No
use
way.
that motherfucking hashtag!
Why? But like, this is such a
But didn't you want
thinner
Edie?
second round.
Didn't you want Edie?
No, Eternal's been on Kello Ware from the beginning. From the
Oh,
very
yeah,
beginning.
He was
You
on
guys
where
think they could have traded back and got him?
Yes.
Probably.
How far back do you guys think they could have gone?
Oh man.
The 20s.
Hey, wait a
I'm
minute.
just. I'm still holding out hope that this is all a joke. That like they leaked the wrong player.
I
think Ethan just
cannot
tweeted it
believe
live
this.
from the draft.
Yeah, but he might just be reading Shams' notification too.
That's true.
Oh, please no.
Jake
Please
Fisher
no.
Jake Fisher actually did say like Miami's expected to select Jared McCain.
Hey,
That's crazy.
hold on.
Hey, we got
For
our
y'all
7-footer.
that- Hold on, wait. For y'all that
Hold
don't
on.
know, for y'all that don't know, me and Adele have a bet. What is the bet?
I will have to buy
What is
a
the bet?
Kello Ware
Matt?
jersey.
What is the bet between?
That is the bet. I will have to
Bet on
buy a
this?
Kello Ware jersey and wear it on playback.
Is that Eric Spoelstra right there? Is
Yeah.
that Pat Riley and Andy?
I don't know, but this is
Is that
killing
Adam
me. This is
Sandler?
killing me, man. This is
Hello
killing me.
there.
Wait a minute.
Silence.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait
what's
till the
The
pick
Heat
is up.
just
I'm
tweeted
gonna
it.
talk
The
so
Heat
much
tweeted
fucking
it.
cash shit.
The Heat
Oh, the
tweeted?
Heat account
Bro.
tweeted it. Oh
I'm gonna talk
no!
so much cash.
Bro,
Guys, we
Okay,
just
everybody
fucking
hates
said.
the pick. This guy's gonna be a
Just,
superstar.
hold on. We just fucking
Just want
said
that, man.
that we don't know who they're gonna pick, and they always take somebody
Hold
that
on,
you
hold on.
don't expect. And we literally mentioned 4 other fucking people, and none of them were Khalil.
Wow.
Oh my
Okay.
god, man. No!
I've
Never
never
learned.
learned.
No!
Clear out! Clear out! ISO! ISO! I've been dealing with so much motherfucking shit from all y'all telling me that Miami ain't gonna take no motherfucking bid at 15. And who do they take? Khalil Ware.
You better hope he's good. You better hope he's good.
They would look at him.
Oh wait, there's a trade.
I don't give a fuck about that right now, Brian. I don't give a fuck.
Damn it, Brady!
I don't give a fuck about that right now, Brian. They said they wouldn't take him. Let me open this chat up.
Man,
Oh,
look at us, a
shit.
bunch of clowns, actually like hoping people fall, and then they took a guy that was going to be there anyways. We're so stupid.
I cannot believe they took Kello Ware. I really can't believe that. I am utterly despondent
Hey,
at
what's the
this
hash-
point in time.
What's the hashtag? What's
He
the
must have
hashtag
really
here?
interviewed well. He has to be the anti-Hassan in the way that he speaks because they wouldn't want to get messed up in that kind of scenario again.
I also don't think this confirms Bam is a 4 at all.
I'll be right
because
back.
He actually like shot more threes than Bam ever did in Kentucky. Like this might be a situation where it's like a much better Myers Leonard, where like he's gonna actually be out there with Bam, and Bam is still gonna do a lot of the shit that a 5 does.
They wanted to
Hey,
get bigger.
Brady,
It wasn't a
when
guy
you
that
and
I
and
was
Adele
looking
on
at.
here,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brady, when we was on here yesterday, right? And before we got off, we all gave our picks. You said Tyler Smith and Tristan Da Silva. Right,
sir.
Brady, I'm so sorry to pull you into this madness because normally I don't pull you into my bullshit. Brady, what picks did I say? What names did I give?
I promise to you, I don't remember. Like, I really want to back you up here.
That's fine.
I swear, I think you said Tyler Smith.
Brady.
I think you said Tyler Smith with me.
Eternal has been saying Messier Ware the whole time. Bask in the glory, dog. If it's a bad pick, you gonna hear about it though.
I would, if it's a bad pick, I'd take it.
Is this a Super Saiyan Orlando Robinson?
Oh, that's crazy.
Like a
By the way, I don't want to jump ahead.
Alex, what do you think about the pick?
Look, I like Kelal Ware. I just wasn't expecting him to be the pick here. Like, I like the idea of him, but man, I mean, you just, like we said, like, we knew they weren't gonna get the guy that everybody wanted. It literally happens every single year. Like it's and most of their good picks end up coming out of that, right? Like Tyler, Bam, and more recently Jovic and Jaquez. So it's a good sign there, right? Like Kelal Ware's gonna be better than people think just because everybody else wanted a different guy. But I mean outside Eternal. But I don't mind the pick. I don't mind the pick. Like they're gonna have to find another big eventually. I just hope that he is somebody who can contribute right away, and I think he's somebody who is going to be in the rotation because you're going to have to, you're going to have times throughout the season where Kevin Love is not in the rotation, assuming they bring him back.
Exactly.
And I think he's the guy that you develop as your backup five for now, and you see what the shot looks like behind the scenes. I know he had a good percentage from three in college, and you evaluate whether or not he can be a volume three-point shooter to put next to Bam eventually. But I think for now, it's just like you have like a big man, coming off the bench that you're developing. And I think this is like their bandage for, what went down with Precious. It's like, I mean, they must really like him if they took him at 15. You know what I mean?
And the other thing is, I'm going to jump off here, so I'll say this really quickly. The motor things, I was saying on the podcast yesterday with you guys, I was like, this just feels like sometimes when a guy gets called like that he has a motor problem, he's just linked with that. Like even if it changes, he just still has it. It's like when you get called a bad defender and you improve defensively, you're just still called a bad defender because it's what you're linked as. Like if Miami worked him out with that said motor problem and they were impressed by him, like I would not be worried about that. Like if he impressed in that workout that he has enough there, like I feel like that in itself matters. So I don't know. I think that, and look, defensively, just getting a lengthy defender and drop that's not slow-footed in terms of like slow-footed and be able to jump and block shots and deter things at the rim and not have to just always blitz and recover and play this style where it's like taxing in the regular season where you have Kevin Love and Cody Zeller, Dedmon, and all these guys taking charges in front of the restricted area. Like finally just getting some youth matters. And look, now they just need some guys. Now they have to have the ability to throw these lobs because they have a legit 7-foot lob threat. They have to throw that ball up. Like they have to work that roller.
Yeah.
Is he the Chris Bosh of Orlando Robinsons?
Okay, I'll take that.
I think you have to trust the staff. Listen, Heat fans were completely beside themselves when they took Bam Adebayo in that draft. And look what that turned out to be. Even the great Nikias said that you could get Ekbeudo for the vet minimum.
You will never live that down.
Tyler Hero, everyone was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they took that skinny white dude. And for all that, he's been a pretty damn good pick. Jaime was a good pick. Nico is panning out. I think we do have to approach this with a little bit of an open mind, even if we didn't expect it.
I don't hate the pick, to be honest, but I honestly, it wasn't my favorite, option from the guys available. But like I said, that's pretty much always the case with the Heat. Like they're never gonna pick the guy who everybody thinks who is gonna be like number one on best player available in the little graphic. You know what I mean? Like you can always, bet that that's not gonna be the pick. And it was Dalton. I can't believe Dalton is still available right now at 16.
Is he going to LA?
I mean, shit. He can help the Sixers too.
I think LA's got to be a score.
Something offensively.
I think I actually do like the pick also. I just didn't think they were going to do it. I still feel like they could have actually traded back a few spots to get something else.
What's up, fellas?
And that's the thing we always say when they make a pick like this, where it's like, oh, he was expected to go later. It's like, oh, they could have traded back. I feel you though.
I don't think, and like honestly, I don't think Connect is all that. Like, I know a lot of people love him because of the shit he did in college, but like, I don't know, man. I spoke to like 2 people today who mentioned Chris Duarte when talking about him, and I remember liking Chris Duarte coming out of the draft, and I was kind of like,
Kevin O'Connor is victory lapping because he mocked Ware to Miami in his latest mock draft.
He had Jaylen Brown to the Celtics in 2016. Nobody else did.
I mean, we needed size.
He had him there before I did.
Here's my thing. I like
victory lap, dog.
I like what Kello Ware can be. I like the idea of Kello Ware. What I didn't like is the countless games that I watched him be boxed out by everybody. Not just bigs, but guards and wings.
Which is why Bam is still the 5, because Khalil Ware needs to get in the weight room.
And he needs to just try to not be boxed out. He just stood there.
Oh.
So I like what he can be.
So everybody wins because the Heat drafted a big and Bam's still the 5.
There you go.
I'm currently in the bathroom at the Dolphin Mall because I tried to get to a quiet spot. Kevin's also here. Big Kev. Adele, I'm so sorry.
Are you giving me condolences right now?
Say it again?
Good.
Well, Jared McCain to Philadelphia. Him and Maxey.
Woo, man. Let's hope this does not backfire.
Michael Biamonte teased earlier that they might be able to get like a couple of questions into the new rookie, so I'm gonna stick around for a little bit, see if that ends up happening. I will keep you all updated. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Peace.
Peace.
Take it easy.
All right, bud.
Man.
Unbelievable.
This guy's getting NBA censored.
So Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey, huh?
Yep. There's going to be some shooting in that backcourt.
Yeah.
Woo.
We all know that if Ware doesn't work out and McCain becomes like great, everyone's gonna say the Heat gave the 76ers their backcourt.
100%. I mean, it would be true. And it's 2 bigs you took in that 2 you took Precious, and then this year. Not saying that he's gonna be the same result, but it's a big before the guard.
I wasn't sold on Jared McCain. I don't know.
I really thought McCain would be really good.
I don't know. I'm still stuck on Ware.
Are the Lakers gonna get Dalton Connect?
I think there's no way they don't.
Pair him up with Austin Reeves.
I mean,
man, I can't believe how far he's fallen. What is up with that? Is there some kind of medical shit that popped up?
No, he's just like, he's a really good college player who people aren't sure how he's going to translate.
I mean, shooting in size translates though. Shooting size.
Not all the time. Nick Stauskas could shoot. He had size.
Bellinelli. Not Bellinelli. What's the other time?
Jared McCain averages more rebounds than Khalil Ware did last year.
Yep.
Did he? Khalil Ware averaged like 10 rebounds, did he not?
No.
I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
I'll tell you right now. He averaged 11 rebounds per game.
Oh, never mind.
Maybe it was the year before. It's probably the year before he was at Oregon.
Actually, 10 rebounds per game, 9.9 2024 season. So
his college numbers look very identical to Orlando Robinson's. It's fucking hilarious. Except Orlando Robinson was at fucking FAU or whatever.
listen, Kello Ware, if able to give the maximum effort needed, he could be a top ceiling player in this draft. Like, he could be in a top 10 pick. But that's a big if.
If anybody could get it out of him, it's going to be Miami.
That's what I was saying even before. Like, I'll trust them. That's not who I wanted, but they earned my trust.
He weighs 210 pounds, bro. So he's gonna have to.
Yeah.
You know.
He's gonna have to put some weight on.
But he's also.
All
what is he?
shit talking
20?
aside, we can go ahead and talk ball.
Is he 20?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's 20.
We saw Nico put on a lot of muscle, Brian, compared to what he was his first year. We know Miami is going to have Ware in the weight room. I think, especially looking at what Malik Allen and the rest of them do as far as post play and developing guys in the post, I think they have a lot of tools that they can work with Ware. In the post, not only that, but as far as pick and pop options. Inside the 3-point line, I think that Coach Ellington is going to have a fun time working with him behind the 3-point line as well. But I think, he's there's a lot of things that they can get about of him. And apparently they saw enough in his workout, in his interview, not like anybody up here mentioned that if they saw enough in his interview or workout, then maybe they would pick him. But, if only somebody said that, Greg. If only somebody
And you
said
did.
that,
Hashtag Eternal was right.
Where's clearly, like, unless he's shockingly good, like, right away, I don't think he's gonna start day one. But I do want to see.
No, I don't either.
I want to see lineups, like, because there are big lineups, quote unquote, where it's like Jimmy is there, Jovic is there, Ware's there, Bam's there, and then you have one of the guards, call it Terry Rozier or whomever. But like, there's some interesting things they can play with. I don't know how many minutes Ware's gonna get. Like, I don't know if he's gonna get the minutes that like Jaquez got, for example. But shit, who knows? Like, if they drop him in summer league and he's like bombing threes more than he was in college, because he was making a high percentage on low volume. But I'm sure like the shooting is part of why. Like, they got him, because if he couldn't shoot, they wouldn't draft him. I don't think.
And out of necessity too. Like, if Kevin Love needs weeks off, like, you need people. We just need bodies in that are, like you said, just able to fill that hole.
I like the pick. Like, I see the vision, I see the tools, and I see what they. Honestly, I keep seeing like Orlando Robinson, but like what they actually wanted Orlando Robinson to be, but unrealistic because he was undrafted. So.
And should have a higher ceiling.
Way high, yeah. Come on.
Yeah,
because Orlando, they got him when he was a senior. Khalil Ware spent 2 years in college. He's clearly still raw. Like, he might not play that much even the first season, but that's pretty. Listen,
very athletic though, Brian. Very.
I want to see a Jovic, Bam, Ware front court, just to see what it looks like.
With Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt.
Even if it's in preseason, I don't give a fuck. I just want to see it.
I just want to see
it. Yes, Nico is younger than Ware.
What? No, he's not.
Yeah.
No, he's not. What?
He is. No, no, he just turned 21. My bad. He just turned 21.
I was
my
like,
bad,
what?
my bad.
Come on, man.
I was gonna say, there's no way that's true.
He's the youngest guy in the Heat, though.
Is Matt still here? Did we lose Matt?
Oh, the Lakers got Dalton Connect, of course.
Yeah, I think that's a really good pick for them.
Are they gonna trade Austin Reeves, or are they just gonna, Oh well, this is. You know what this is? This is a JJ Redick pick.
Hey,
that's what this is.
One thing I noticed that I thought was funny is if you look at every other front office when they cut to them, they're all like high-fiving, cheering. Miami looks like they didn't even know they just made a pick. Like, they're just literally just like sitting there, not moving a muscle, not even smiling. It cracks me up.
I don't know if you saw, but before they announced the pick, Spo was sitting there laughing. I think it was Spo, Adam Simon, Spo. I don't know who this was, but it was Pat and
Jack Hammer.
Andy. they were sitting there laughing and smiling before the pick, which is why I found it funny. Because apparently Spo had, if they pick weird, and Spo, why they pick a big at 15? They wouldn't do that.
Greg, correct me if I'm wrong, but
Spo.
Khalil Ware kind of feels like Spo and Pat agreeing philosophically. Like Pat wants size,
Yeah.
but Spo wants, like size who can space or is mobile. Like it's kind of like both of them kind of being like, all right, this is what we want.
The thing is, like with the spacing, like it's very much in theory because he only averaged like 1.9 jumpers a game.
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a lot.
It wasn't, no.
But they looked a lot at like mechanics more than.
Yeah, that's why they mentioned the shooting potential here, and I mean he was being coached by Mike Woodson, who's fairly old school. So I don't. If you're a big that can shoot, I don't expect Mike Woodson to utilize that skill set in the best way. He's a different.
Also, Bam has been proven to be a better shooter than maybe he was advertised on draft night too. So
it only took 7 years.
Orlando took Da Silva.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
That's a good pick too.
It's interesting.
They needed shooting so bad.
Well,
Jonathan, take the floor, man. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know what Da Silva's good at, so you gotta break me down Da Silva real quick.
No, he can shoot. He can shoot.
Okay.
He's gonna be a 3, maybe a 4. Honestly, like
he's a movement shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be a wing-ish, 4-ish type of dude who adds shooting. Look, they're on Klay Thompson's ass and maybe KCP as well. So I didn't think they were gonna get a guard in this draft, knowing that they're probably gonna get one in free agency.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, like you said, just having someone that can be that person to fill in, 2 positions when you have Paolo out, and then, because Gary Harris is going to take that back seat. Like he's, being injured, like he's there half the time, not there half the time. Suggs is like the combo 1 and 2. So I think with him there, obviously Franz is like the 4, Paolo is like a 3 primarily, and then they play around with the 5 with, just a couple of guys there, like Jonathan Isaacs and whoever may be. But I think that's a good pick for them. I think, like, if you add shooting, that's really what they need. And they're already really good defensively. So I think just adding some of that spacing and just someone that you said, especially if he's a movement shooter, right? Someone that just can do that, because they really don't have anybody that can do that. Like, Paolo is good, solid when he can spot up. Franz also, when he can spot up. But none of those guys can really create their own shot or shoot off, off of movement too well. So I think that would be a good pick for them, and I think that'll it'll fit really well. I'm excited to see how that ends up panning out.
Hey, Brian, are you still here? Brian gone. Yo, I don't know if any of y'all follow Ja on Instagram. Yo. Yo. Nah, Ja wild.
But on that note, boys, it's been a pleasure doing this for the first time. I definitely have to do this more. Finally got it figured out. But y'all have a great rest of your night.
Peace out.
Appreciate you, Jonathan.
Take it easy.
Appreciate you, man.
Take care.
Brian.
Yeah.
Dog, I know Eterno's ecstatic right now, man.
Oh, he's buzzing.
Yeah, he is. He's on a different level than all of us.
No doubt, he's buzzing.
What happened?
I'm not mad at the pick, man. I'm not. Because there could have been other guys that they could have taken.
Anybody of culture.
And I'm glad they didn't take, like, I don't know, like what Major was saying, like Kaishan George. That would have upset me.
Ja funny as fuck, man. Ja funny as hell, man. Ja funny as hell.
That's crazy. That is hilarious.
Yo!
That's hilarious.
Hey, man. Hey, fam. Hey, fam. That's hilarious, bro.
I didn't think that was gonna be that funny. Oh my god, I haven't seen that fucking. I haven't seen that shit in so long.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Yo!
Oh my god.
Yo!
Turtle, what was you about? What was you about to ask me before we got sidetracked with Java
Hey,
Rat?
man, I
being
got tears
funny?
in my eyes. No, that's what I was trying to get your attention for. With that shit.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit, man. God damn, this shit funny.
Yo.
Oh shit.
How did Khalil Ware shoot free throws? Anybody know?
Not well.
Oh, thank God.
63%.
Greg. Thank you. Shit.
Yeah, he was a 63%
Oh, shit,
three-point
I'm hot.
shooter or free throw shooter.
Yeah. You know, could work with that. I guess at least it's not awful. They'll have to develop that.
Oh man.
So Kevin O'Connor says he has shades of Miles Turner.
Oh,
That'll
my
make
God.
Bam very happy.
That'll make
Oh my
Eternal
God.
very happy. You kidding me?
Shades of Miles Turner.
Jesus.
You've been trying to get Miles Turner on the Heat for a long time.
Is he into Legos?
Oh my God.
Don't know much about him. He's from Arkansas. I don't know, like, I don't know much about
Oh,
Arkansas.
Jesus Christ. Man.
See,
That's-
Drew posted that he could be in the mold of Derek Lively, but Lively is like all energy all the freaking time, and he's not as skilled on the perimeter.
For reference, this is important. Miles Turner shot 84% on free throws over 3 attempts per game in college. However, he was 27% on threes and less than 2 threes per game.
Yeah, so it shows you can develop some of that. But
Yeah.
the free throw shooting was there.
The free throw shooting was there. The 3-point shooting was not. Where, I mean, very limited. What was it? 17 of 40. Okay, so that's a small sample. It's a better sample than what Precious Achua had from 3 in college. And they drafted Precious Achua thinking he could shoot threes and develop that, which to date hasn't really done that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if the Heat culture can bring it out of him, I'm all for the pick. I just have my reservations.
Once you get injected with Heat culture, you know what happens.
Oh shit.
By the way,
Hassan Whiteside?
in Precious's defense, it's entirely possible and perhaps likely he develops better had he not be traded for Kyle Lowry after a season. Granted, his
But
rookie year
also too,
wasn't great.
if we
but
being
still.
honest, when they drafted Precious, they drafted him in the COVID season, right? Like, so no teams really had a chance to really, train their rookies and take them through a regular rookie off-season program. And they do
That was a
all the
talent
rookie
pick.
stuff.
That was a talent pick because he was actually supposed to go higher. Like he might have gone in the lottery if it was like a regular season, a regular like draft cycle. Like Precious.
What's up? What's up? Thanks for stopping by. We are just going through the draft. We are halfway home. I'm actually struggling. Toronto is on the clock.
Man, I ain't laughed like that in a long time. God damn.
Is this where Jacoby Walter finally goes? Seems like a project that Toronto would be in on.
Man, he was wasn't he like?
Oh, he's projected really
mocked
high.
to go like 12.
Yeah, he was projected really high. I was really low on him. Like I was Kello Ware. No, Kello Ware, like I said, I mean he's got a lot of traits that you'd covet in a guy his size. His size and wingspan, 7'1", with a 7'4" wingspan.
So what's more surprising to you? Let's be honest. What's more surprising? We're going 15 to Miami specifically, or Edie going to Memphis at number 9, or Ron Holland getting picked at number 5.
Kello Ware going to Miami. is the most surprising. I had Edie going to Memphis. I've been telling you that for like 2 weeks.
Hey man, you know what I'm really gonna be looking forward to is when Memphis plays the Nuggets, just to see how Edie plays Jokic.
Jokic is gonna make him fall with spin moves.
Everybody's gonna get there.
He's gonna hit
the NBA moment.
15 threes because Edie can't leave the paint. He doesn't go past the free throw line.
He won't need to with Memphis defense.
So you're gonna put a
you go.
wing
Damn,
on
we just
Jokic?
talked-
Makes a lot of sense, man. I like that pick for the Raptors.
I figured they'd go with a project like Walter because he can shoot and they can work with
Yeah.
that. But they like their projects.
Eternal, I don't want to ruin your buzz, but how do you? And I don't feel this way. I'm just gonna say it right now. But how do you feel about? Because people talk about like scenarios for how like a player's career can play out, right? Like different sort of outcomes. What do you think about that outcome that kind of Khalil, where we look at like the supposed red flags and stuff? People kind of compared him to Christian Wood and what's happened with his career. What do you think separates him from a guy like that? Again, I don't feel this way. Like, I'm not trying to, bum everybody out.
The one thing I would say is, if Miami, no, I think, no. Here's the thing. I think Miami may have, they thought that he would be like a Christian Wood or Hassan Whiteside or anything like that. He must have really showed something. Feel really confident about making that pick, especially with who was on the board, right? Like, let's think about this. On a micro scale, or on a macro scale, excuse me. You had Dalton Connect on the board. You had Tristan Da Silva on the board. Like, there were some other guys that were still on the board that Miami could have took over Khalil Ware. And I don't think anybody else, most of the panel would have been upset had they took those guys over Khalil. So he must have been really, really high.
You're right.
For them. So I think
that was their target pick. You're totally right.
Right. So I think he's gonna buy in. Alex, I think he's gonna buy in, and I think with all of those talents, the physical talents and the skills that he has, if he buys in, and we know Miami have a really great development program, bro, the sky's the limit for him, and the sky's the limit for Miami, with him. So yeah, I feel very confident about it. Very level-headed, like unbiased, all the shit talking aside. And that's kind of what I had said for the last month and a half, is that if he went in and showed something very impressive, something very counter to what he had shown in college, and then Miami could project what they could do with him, that he would be the pick. So yeah, I actually Messi to the Pelicans.
All right.
I like this.
Who picks ahead now?
We're on Cleveland right now. I was gonna say we're on
I
Cleveland.
just saw that Woes tweeted Jalen Tyson was going
To the Cavs?
Yeah.
So Jalen Tyson and who, 21, Messi?
Yeah, Messi to
There's people.
Pelicans.
I checked the Heat's IG posts, and there's somebody was like, "Wow, the Heat actually got a 7-footer. It can't be." And then someone commented, "Actually, he's 6'11" and 3/4."
Stop.
And I'm like,
My
oh
God.
Stop.
So then someone else was like, "No, he's 6'11 and a half with sneakers. He's not even a full 7 feet tall." And I'm like, you fucking people. Not y'all, but like, God, some of y'all are fucking brats. Jesus Christmas.
Dweebs, you might say?
Nothing worse than.
But
you got to trust the scouting staff. Listen, like, if they see that in them, who the hell are any of us to say otherwise?
A lot of people wanted Isaiah Collier too. I get it. He's a high school superstar.
Brian, I knew it was a name that I was forgetting.
Like,
I knew it was a name that I was forgetting. I just couldn't think of it.
Didn't you motherfuckers want size? Like, God damn.
And Collier is a point guard.
Kevin Love doesn't have to make it through the whole regular season as a rotation guy.
Right.
Yeah, but he has to be at least 7'1" with shoes.
I do think that played a factor in it, right? Because you had Thomas Bryant and Orlando Robinson on the bench just not fucking playing. They weren't hurt.
Hopefully Thomas Bryant opts out.
And instead they were going with God, I hope so.
I wonder if I don't know how much we'll see this. My bad. I don't know how much we'll see this, but maybe you see Ware and Love play together at some point.
No, I agree. That's probably what his main role is going to be in the first year.
I don't know if he'll be in the rotation right away. I guess it depends on like how the off season plays out. But even if he's not, and it's just one of those where like at first it's when Love is not playing, and then he kind of, if he plays well, he gets eased into the rotation. But
for those who just joined, New Orleans is going to select Yves Missi at 21. One of my favorite players in this whole draft.
So, unless you're going to do something else, like I don't know what the thinking would be there. But look, man, adding another front court body like this with actual size, he shot well from three in college on pretty low volume. Like, and I was mentioning the Christian Wood outcome for him, which I don't feel that way. I get why people would make that comparison because of the size, because they're both kind of like athletic bigs who could shoot, but aren't necessarily like traditional fives, right? But are fives in the modern NBA, sort of. I think Ware is more athletic. I don't know if you guys feel differently than Wood was coming out. I think getting him in-house...
Oh, way more athletic.
Yeah, I think getting him in-house to try to work out those kinks, like the supposed red flags that he had, like they must not be that red, right? Again, like with what you were saying, Eternal, they took him over so many guys that people wanted. They must not think that those red flags are that bad, right? Yeah. The ones that everybody's talking about. So I think like getting a talent like that, a physical athletic talent like that in-house, to a front court rotation that's kind of barren right now outside of Bam and an older K Love. Like it's not a bad pick. I really don't think it's a bad pick. But I'm glad it's not like Filipowski.
Yeah, no doubt. That's certainly a better option than Kyle Filipowski.
I was kind of into Deron Holmes too. Like that one wouldn't have bothered me. But I know his range is later in the first round.
Khalil Ware's go-to Chipotle order has chicken and steak in a burrito.
Smart man. That's a classic move at Chipotle.
He keeps eating those. Maybe he'll go up to 220 very soon.
I thought they said he's 230.
I don't know who said this, but
what was he at the combine? That's what I need to find. That's what I need to. I don't remember.
Ethan is there at the draft, and he's going to be over there doing media. So I'm sure we're going to hear from
230 at the combine? Oh shit, he must have gained 20 pounds after college then.
But yeah, I think we're going to hear from Adam Simon, and I think we're going to hear from Kalal, just based on like kind of how it goes every year. I doubt we hear from Pat, but we'll see.
Somebody said
Alex, go along with your point.
Huh?
What did you
no,
say?
I was gonna say somebody said he needs to get to 250, and I'm like, nah. He at 7 feet tall, like for a rookie year, 230 is fine. He'll eventually get to 240. Maybe he'll get to 250 at some point, but for now, 230 is fine. It's not like Nico, who when he came out, he was barely over 200.
I'm most interested in hearing what they have to say about his defensive versatility, because I think, like, I wonder if they're just gonna play him and drop potentially in the zone, like I mentioned, with or without K Love. Like, I wonder how they feel about like if he can eventually like handle some switches, maybe come up to touch on the screen and defend a little bit higher up like they like to do and trap with like they've done with backup bigs in the past. Like I'm interested to see that part. But honestly, like I would like to see him take wide open threes, but knowing how the Heat are with their backup bigs, I don't think we're gonna see him be spacing the floor that often when he does play. Like I think he's gonna be they're gonna have him, screen and roll, hand off and roll, and just probably playing out of that.
I think when you look at him, because people keep like all the scouting reports leading up to the draft, we're talking about he has shooting potential, even though he didn't shoot that much in college. So I think whoever drafted him, and in this case the Heat, like they're probably Eternal. Don't say anything when I say this. Like try to hold your horses. But I feel like this is kind of what people were thinking of when like Mo Bamba got drafted, for example, where somebody who could shoot and also protect the rim. Like I think that's what the Heat are kind of envisioning there. Because if you're gonna play a big with Bam, they need to be a help defender. If Bam is gonna be guarding a lot of the other team's best creators, perimeter players, and things of that nature. Like he needs help behind him.
Eternal, did you ever comment on that clip that was going around the other day?
What?
You know the one. The one where I forgot who said it. When he was being drafted, that Mo Bamba is a mixture of Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid. Like those are the player comps.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Oh shit! The Cavs have announced their coach.
Kenny Atkinson.
Brian Scott.
5-year deal. I love Kenny.
Ooh, got the bag.
Such a good fucking hire for Cleveland. Interestingly enough, on that note, before I get out of here, Donovan Mitchell still hasn't agreed to a contract extension, even though he said he would agree to a contract extension. And a lot of people in the NBA believe that he's going to agree to that contract extension. So, doesn't mean anything yet, but, we're going to start seeing shit because free agency starts Sunday. But really, free agency started as soon as the fucking regular season ended.
I love how, like, Donovan, like, there was always this smoke about him, like, going to the Nets. And outside of, like, Bridges getting traded, kind of ending that, I feel like that whole talk for now. It feels like they brought the Nets to him, right? Like, they got LeVert, Jared Allen, and now Kenny Atkinson. They're like, here you go, bud.
Although, if I'm the Heat, I'm calling the Nets. Like, yo, what could I get for, like, what's Dorian Finney-Smith going for? I brought up this package before. I'm not going to reiterate it here, but that's a place where you could send 14 and get some stuff back.
I think Holmes would have been a nice option here too for the Pelicans, but I could see why they will go with just the more solid defensive guy here.
And more upside. He's super young. He's only been playing basketball for 3 years.
Well, they don't want to keep Jonas Valanciunas, who's a free agent, so.
My only concern with him, like for the Pelicans, would be like just having another guy take up spacing in the dunker spot. But I don't think it's that big of a concern because Zion, that doesn't matter as much with him. Like he is just a one man. He is one man rim pressure. Like he'll take it up on two different guys contesting if he has the right angle. Like he will make it convert over them. So it's not as important, but. They could have gone with a big and Holmes who could shoot a little bit more, but I think Missy just being more solid and like Adel was saying, like he's only been playing for 3 years. Like getting a guy like that athletic, who can make plays on the ball sometimes too. Like that's pretty intriguing, especially since it seems like Jonas is going to be gone.
Yeah, he's out. Willie Green's not the biggest fan. They're trying to move on from Brandon Ingram too, so that'll clear out some space for Zion to do what he does. I don't know if it's been reported. I feel like there has to have been some report, but like they've been discussing like DeJounte Murray. So I do wonder if there's going to be an Ingram Murray thing that we see or is it going to be bigger
Oh,
than
we
that?
have a trade.
Finally, honestly, like I'm disappointed in the lack of trades in this draft. Like this draft.
Wait, I got a sounder for that.
Phoenix is trading the number 22 pick to Denver.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Denver.
what?
Is
Denver
getting
coming up.
Deron Holmes.
Because
Oh,
Denver,
wow.
Denver's probably not going to be able to keep KCP.
So I guess they must have got some intel that Deron Holmes is going to be taken around here, because I saw him getting taken by the Nuggets in a lot of mock drafts at whenever it was 28. I think it's a good pick for the Nuggets though. They really needed like another big man behind Jokic, because all they had was old man DeAndre and then Zeke Naji, who's cool but like not really a five. With the size, he's kind of undersized for a five.
Well, and they really missed Thomas Bryant.
They really missed Thomas Bryant.
Listen, you said Thomas Bryant. It'd be better if he opts out. I'm like, if he opts in, you could actually like include him in some sort of deal. That's like just filler.
That's true.
So do we have the full trade?
Yeah, it's out there.
Let's see.
Nuggets
Denver-
send 28, 56, and 2 future seconds to get up to 22.
Oh, that explains why the Heat probably could have moved up with
Yeah,
15
kinda
and 43.
Yeah, to go up
Kinda
6
steep,
spots,
man.
they had to give up 2 future seconds and a second round pick.
Current, yeah. Oh, first and 4 seconds. I mean, granted, one of the seconds is 56 in a 58 pick draft because, tampering. But still. We don't know if the 2 future seconds are protected either. So the second round tomorrow really starts at fucking 4 o'clock?
Yeah,
It's so
So
bizarre.
weird.
It's so bizarre.
it
Why are they
sucks.
doing that?
Why?
I'll still be in the damn office.
I
guess
took
they
a
didn't
half
have
day.
confidence in that to be like its own thing at prime time.
Isn't tomorrow night the Trump Biden debate?
Bro,
Here's a quote from
found that out
Khalil
today.
Ware on press conference. Speaks of Bam potentially going to the 4 and Ware being able to space the floor out playing with Bam. Everything will be much easier for the team, Ware said.
Interesting. That's a lot of detail for just getting picked.
I don't know if the second round's moved up because of the debate, but all I'm saying is if I'm the NBA, I don't want to go head to head with that shit because I would want to watch that shit too. Fuck you talking about?
Alex, you said something earlier, which I want the 22 draft, Jaime in the 23 draft, and now Ware, and you have 3 different positions, kind of guard, wing, big, and you have young guys in those positions, and now Miami's kind of retooled their chest of having like young talented players that they can develop as they go forward, along with having Jimmy and Bam, and I think they're kind of doing that bridging the gap kind of thing as they move forward into next season and seasons go on.
Eddie Munn says 0 ball handlers. You still have Terry Rozier. I think people keep forgetting that he's on the roster.
I was just about to say, did Terry die?
Like,
Terry off the bench is gonna hit.
Terry was averaging 19, 4, and 4 on very efficient shooting after he came back from injury for 6 weeks until that weird neck thing happened. And if his name was Goran Dragic,
All right, so look,
people would be
I
going
will say
crazy.
this. I will say this, Brian. I did say in the Discord earlier for you guys that if Miami ended the night with Trae Young and Khalil Ware,
They're not getting Trae Young. At least not tonight. I don't think they're gonna get him. Period.
Eternal is still buzzing over this Khalil Ware pick, man. Look at him.
Eternal was right, first of all, just to give him, finally say it. Eternal was right here.
He would totally flip if Jimmy Butler were traded right now.
I wonder, and this has to do with what Eternal was just talking about.
I'd be disgusted.
But like they're trying to bridge the two timelines thing. They didn't go with the 23-year-old in Dalton or the 23-year-old in Tristan Da Silva. They went with a 20-year-old who's athletic, who might not be like, you know what I mean? There's a certain limit on how much he can play right away, and that was my concern with getting a big man at the 15th pick, because I liked him as a prospect, but it was more just about that in general. It's like, you're getting a guy who probably has like a 15-minute limit and probably lower in the playoffs. But again, needing late lottery rookies to change the trajectory of your team as a contender is asking a lot. So I don't like doing that. So look, I'm glad that they went with the younger player. Like, I like that idea, not always just going with the older guy and trying to build a core here, because I don't know what's going on with Jimmy anymore. I don't know if it's going to be this build for how much longer. I don't know what's going on, okay? Because that, I'm not going to lie to you, we haven't really been talking about it, but for me, that's the elephant in the room. Because now with what came out today, I completely read it how Leif said earlier, where it's like, he wasn't offered the extension. We knew that he didn't want to be anywhere else. So that part that came out earlier today was not news to me. But like Leif said, it's like he didn't get the extension, and that was kind of the response. It's like, okay, we're just gonna play out the season then. And that rings super ominous to me, because of all, Ethan has been repeating it over and over since he heard this from a source, is that if he doesn't get the extension, he's simply going to opt out next summer and walk for nothing. And I think that is a complete disaster for the Heat, like letting him walk for nothing. It's a terrible way for this era to end. And you get nothing for him as a result.
Yeah.
And when disaster strikes, go ahead, Leif.
You call water cleanup of Florida.
Thank you for your subscription. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you, love. Thank you.
I think it's interesting that UD brought up Bam at the 4. Now Khalil Ware's talking about Bam at the 4.
Riley.
All right, so I guess we can. We've got some clips here.
It's unfortunate that he doesn't have a great.
All right, so
just being at that,
Reed Shepard has the new best nickname in the NBA.
I wanted to bring a quote.
Apparently, hold on, Turtle. Apparently, people call Reed Shepard Cocaine Curry, and I'm so jealous I didn't come up with that first.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Because I love the cocaine jokes, all the Narcos I watch.
That's insane.
Bam out with him, potentially, going to the floor. And
I
just
think
being
this
able
is
to
a great
space the
quote.
floor out, everything.
Adel, I'm not pointing you out on purpose.
Sounds like you are.
I think a testament to his character, Alex, guys. Here's a quote from Jeremy Taché from Khalil. Being able to build a relationship with Spo and Riley, that'll help me not just as a basketball player, but as a regular person.
Sounds level-headed.
Sounds like any rookie they would have drafted probably said. Honestly.
Like a very crafted statement.
I'm more intrigued by the other shit he's saying about him potentially. He's implying that, he's probably going to be interchangeable between the 4 and the 5, which is kind of what I was getting at earlier.
I'm so skeptical. I'm extremely skeptical. I'm open to that idea and kind of hope that we see some of that, right? Where they let him shoot the open ones and don't just put them in a box.
Yeah.
Because all these backup fives that they get all talk about they can shoot, and we all see them, make the shots in practice, and we know it's there. But is it there enough to where Spo is willing to be okay with it? And I'm super skeptical.
Yeah. I think he, the one person because I don't know who's 4, who's 5 anymore.
Do the Bucks reach for...
The one person who I know is not going to be a
Terrence
5
Shannon?
or back of 5 now is Nikola Jovic, and I think that's a win for everybody.
Yeah. Definitely a win.
What a day for Eternal.
Good for him, man, because he
Oh, you
really
talking about the
liked
guy
to
that's a
slam that
goddamn
shit with his
wing player?
chest.
The Turtle said,
So
we
the
not
guy
only
that's
got
a
a
wing
wing in the
player?
draft, we got a wing because Jovic is going to be at the forward spot.
I don't even know who they get tomorrow if they keep the pick. No idea. Oh,
I do
Jamal
think they should get a
Jamal
guard
Shed.
tomorrow, though.
Jamal Shed. That's
I
the
can
guy.
see that.
I can see
totally
Jamal
see that.
Shed. They've been wanting a Houston guard for like 2 years, right, Greg?
Have you seen anything of? Have you seen any of Kashad Johnson, Brian, from Arizona?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my god.
Him playing catch up.
Oh my god.
I wonder if they would take a chance on someone like a Juan Nunez now that they like overseas guys apparently. I like him.
Where's he from?
He's
From Spain.
Yeah.
Slow-footed, but excellent vision in passing.
Yeah, I thought one of us would have had him, Alex, but apparently not. He's from out there. But hey, the Heat could always use a Juan Nunez. So
Let's hope Tyler Kolek slips.
I would love that. I would love him at 43.
I don't know if he's gonna slip that far.
Oh, that would be nice.
ESPN has a mock 29 to use.
Could you see? Could you see Miami trading back up to get Tyler Kolek?
Probably not.
Nah, it's gonna cost too much.
Yeah.
It'll cost you Tyler Hero, maybe. Like if 20.
Why would it cost too much to get back into the first round?
Because they have a second round pick that's in the middle of the second round, and like you're probably gonna have to attach like a protected future first. Like somebody else traded 28, 56, and 2 future seconds to move up 6 spots. Like if you're gonna move up 14, 15 spots, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot.
Are the Bucks gonna take Filipowski here?
Oh boy, no, AJ Johnson.
Oh, it got leaked.
I'm going after the Knicks picks.
I'm really high on AJ Johnson, man. I think he can develop into a great player.
I didn't expect him to be a first round pick.
Yeah, I had him really high on my big board. He was high up there.
What do you like about him?
Whenever he was at the NBA Combine, man, he ran the show from jump. As an 18-year-old, they put him in charge instead of like an older point guard like KJ Simpson or any of the other older point guards, Jamal Shed, for example. He was running the show, man. He's got great stop-start ability. He changes speeds well. He just fits in and runs the offense, and you'd think for a guy that young, he'd try to force up shots in a setting like that to prove what he can do. But he took the shots as they come. He buried them, picked up 94 feet, man, into people's jersey using that long wingspan. He was impressive. He was really impressive.
You think he could help Milwaukee in the short term?
He's going to be a project.
Yeah, he's super, super, super fucking raw. He didn't really do shit in Australia. He was kind of just there. And look, man, he played on, I think, Jalen Green's AAU team. So, like, I think I'm good on the AJ Johnson experiment. I think I'm good. He's athletic, I'll say that, but you know, he probably is only a first-round pick because this is the draft class, and he was actually projected to be second rounder in a lot of mocks I saw leading up to this.
You think these late first teams really lean into fit because the talent gap is, like nominal by player, so they really lean into fit more than ever?
But that's not really what the Bucks just did.
I guess that's true.
Oh,
that's what I thought they would do.
We have a trade.
Okay, tell me more.
The Knicks are trading 24 to the Wizards, and they're getting Kaishan George from Miami.
Wow. What? Okay.
So Kaishan George going to the Wizards.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I don't know what the Knicks are getting in return. The Knicks also have 25, and I could see them trading this one too, because if you get a first-round pick, that's going to be guaranteed salary on your books, and they're trying to alleviate some of that because they're making a lot of moves and potentially still maybe want to keep Hartenstein, trade Mitchell Robinson. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see about Julius Randle. Right now, they're not a second apron team yet, but they may become one depending on how they go about signing or trading their centers, basically.
26 and 51.
So I could see them just, okay, So they get another first round pick here. I think they may trade like out one of these other first two, because if they're moving back 2 spots, but we'll see. Yeah, OG's getting a lot. It's getting 42.5 million per on average.
Brian, makes sense to that. Make sense of them paying that man that much.
They were great when he played, and he's a really good defender. But I think for somebody who's played over 50 games once in his last 4 or 5 seasons, I think Tom Thibodeau might break him down by the 3rd year of that 5-year contract. But look, he's a really good defensive player. He fits what they do. They have Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby to guard Tatum and Brown. That just makes a ton of sense, and that's going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. And they haven't gone to the conference finals since like 2000, so they're hoping to at least do that, if not more than that. I would have wanted to keep OG if I were them, but goddamn, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of fucking money for somebody who gets hurt a lot, who's going to be playing under Tom Thibodeau. So.
I think in the draft, just to switch lanes a little bit, I think you're going to start seeing some of the international guys go later. I think people are going to start reaching for talent more than just fit. Like somebody's going to take a swing at a Pacome or Darisic or something like that. Terrence Shannon should go at the bottom of this first round somewhere.
So the Knicks have 25 and 26 as opposed to 24 and 25. So they picked up whatever, probably a second.
It was 51, I think you said?
Yeah, Washington at 51. So there's that. I wonder if they're going to keep both of these, but we'll see. I think I've heard they liked Ryan Dunn from Virginia.
The Heat.
This would be early for that, huh?
He's a Tibbs type of guy.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do with the other one. I think they like Khalil Ware, actually.
That's the thing. All these bigs are gone now, right? Like in that range, other than, you know, I guess if you consider Tyler Smith a big, and Filipowski.
Yeah.
God, we're going to get to Terrence Shannon territory quicker than I thought, huh?
And an Ulrich Chomchi.
Hey, Greg.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Hey, Greg. Greg, how do you feel about this this tweet from Chris Kaufman?
I thought it's interesting analysis. I respect his opinion on drafts, and he was on Khalil Ware from the beginning as well. It was kind of the first name that he brought up. So.
What if they're the surprise team in the first round for Adem Bona? The Knicks.
Why does the chat have a boner for Terrence Shannon Jr.? What's going on? What did I miss?
Because he's really good at basketball.
Like,
hey, what's up, Alfredo?
Hey, man. I think at 43, you don't even run up there.
I don't think he's making it to 43.
Who do you like for 43, Alfredo?
He's gonna be 24 next month.
That's who I like, Terrence Shannon. I don't think he's gonna make it. I think I agree with Brian. But man, if he's there, like he picks himself basically. I just like how he competes, man. He's a mean-spirited competitor, man.
How do you feel about the Khalil Ware pick?
Well, it's all upside, and you know, like if he plays, what are we thinking? There's no way he plays 1,000 minutes. Not a chance.
Maybe.
You think?
Maybe. If he plays 70 games and he plays 1,000 minutes, it's like 15 per, I think. My math is right. Maybe a little less. Maybe.
Yeah, all the upsides there, all the all the eye candy, the film, it all looks great, But he's a 20-year-old.
And what you posted in the Discord, Alfredo, about his how he broke the all-time combine score record, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, he's a spectacular athlete. Like, he's gonna check every single box for a draftee. But is he a guy that in the second round of the playoffs is gonna give us 10 and 10? No. This is a pick for 2 years from now.
Knicks traded 26. Yeah. So they collected another. God, it's so weird how smart they've been. It's so fucking weird because they've been dumb my whole life. Now they're fucking smart all of a sudden. So they picked up an extra second rounder, and now they're gonna trade back for presumably something else. It's so fucking weird how smart the Knicks have been.
Yeah, I'm finally concerned because I've been making fun of the Knicks for pretty much my entire life. And this year I keep looking at it and I'm like, I want to start laughing. I'm like, wait a minute, I would have done that.
Yeah.
You know, like there were some people say, oh, they overpaid for Bridges. And I'm like, really? You think so?
They definitely did. I think it's a great fit, but to me, there's no argument that they paid like a price tag more than what he's worth. At least in my opinion. Like
they probably did, but once they start playing the games, I don't think you care about those picks anymore.
No, I get it. They're gonna be a good team. Like they have a legitimate chance to if you beat the Celtics, and that's just the team to beat now. So look, I get why they did it. It's not just college teammates. So he's a good player. He's gonna be a good fit there. They're gonna be a good team. But man, it's not just the amount of picks. It's that 4 of those firsts that they gave up were completely unprotected, man.
Yeah.
4 unprotected firsts. Like you are just leaving yourself wide open to disaster. And they may not end up being that great. Like the Knicks, may just be.
All right, folks, that is it for me today. I couldn't make it the whole way to the end of the draft with you, but we've come a long way. We've had a lot of subscribers. We've had a lot of fun with the 5 Reasons crew. As we grow playback, man, I want to get enough people for us to be able to do our own playback in 2025. I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you.